Did you know Bond students have been in every Olympics since '92? How do they do it? Bond is known for its prowess in the sporting domain. With incredible facilities throughout campus, it means you can easily transition from this to this. Sport is alive and well at Bond University.
Good afternoon and welcome to the home of QAFL live streaming action here on YouTube AFL Queensland channel. My name is Riley Guest. I'm coming to you today live from Hickey Park. We've got match of the round featuring the Wilston Grange Gorillas against top of the table Aspley Hornets. It's a very good afternoon to local Grange expert Docker. Mate, exciting game, first, fourth. What do you make of it?
Thanks, Riley. Yeah, no, it's good to be in here. It's going to be an interesting game. Grange, the boys have seemed up and about for this one, which is great. And it's a local derby. Obviously, there's only 10 minutes apart down the road to the Aspley Hornets. So, but yeah, anything can happen today. But the boys are up and about, which is great.
I would say, based on traffic, it's more like 20 minutes today. Now, apologies to everyone at home. I've only got about half a voice at the moment, so I think they might have turned it up a little bit louder in the mic. We've got teams going out in positions. Just a couple of notes. You were going through Grange before the game, Docker?
Yeah. So obviously we've got Sam Pettigrew who plays 50th game today. 20-year-old kid, Grange Junior. So it's great to see him get to his 50 games. Blair Humphries will debut, senior debut. He's a 17-year-old, originally from Moreton Bay. So exciting prospect, which is great. We've got a few players to keep an eye on. Obviously Daniel Bowles on the wing, who's damaging left footer, and Bailey Gordon as well today. So a couple of players to watch. Obviously Reece Matheson's back in, which is great, and he'll be ready to go.
I think for Aspley that the tag from him is going to be Harker, we suspect. And also Matthew Payne lining up, number 23, local legend in Queensland footy as well. Always one to watch for the Hornets. The ground seems in pretty good condition. Been a bit of rain during the week, Docker?
Yeah, it has been a little bit, which is good. I think we've got a bit more to come tomorrow and early next week, which would be good for all the grounds around southeast Queensland. We need a little bit at the moment, but the ground is in pretty good condition, which is great.
We just had an exciting finish, you were explaining to me as well, in the Razzies.
In the reserves, Grange are up by a point and the siren went, and Aspley had a shot from 20 metres out right in front, and they put it out in the full, so the Gorillas got over the line by 1 point, and Grange obviously had a really good win in the Colts earlier as well.
So they're looking for the clean sweep today, the home side. We are ready to go here from Hickey Park. Aspley kicking the right of screen, Grange the home side to the left. Great bounce from the umpire. Wilbers gets the hit out. It's around there. Templeton gets hands on the board, take it out in a strong two-man tackle. I reckon Matheson might have been one of those. We're going to have a ball up. Not much wind to speak of, I think. The trees look pretty still. Actually, it's a free kick, and Templeton will take Aspley inside forward 50 for Stackelberg, I think.
It's a great kick.
Great lead as well. Plenty of space.
Wasn't much job Budger could do on the back of that kick. He was right up Stackelberg's right on his hammer, and but the kick was just too good from Templeton.
He's a prestigious goal kicker in the QAFL. And we're looking to get his side off to the perfect start today. It's good movement from Aspley's half forwards to clear that space out.
It was quick ball movement by Templeton when he got the free kick then.
So Stackelberg, slide angle, 35 out. Kind of kicked it up, but he liked it, and the kick was good. And in the first minute of today's game, Aspley get the opening goal, courtesy of Connor Stackelberg. Was the free? I actually missed the free kick. Was it? It must have been for high or in the back.
Yeah, it was either one. It was one or the other. But yeah, I think it might have been against Matho, that one. So Walbers obviously won the first hit out there, which gave him first use of the ball moving forward too. So he's a handful in the ruck, Walbers. But hopefully Grange can, with the tag team between Coral and Westenberg today, they can work him over.
What's the best way to play these conditions or the ground here, Doc?
Look, the ground's the wind's sort of swirling a little bit here today. So look, it's a big ground, it's big open space. You've just got to maintain possession here at Grange and open the ground up. So I see Brent Maloney's started Bailey Gordon on a wing today too, which is interesting. So you've got Bowles on one wing and Gordon on the other.
Good work from Lonergan off the wing there for Aspley. Payne's hand passes Aaron, and Grange a chance now. McGregor off the back line, sends the kick inside forward 50, gets out to the back of the pocket. There's Westerberg. He's on it, wrapped up. Ball's not really going anywhere. Umpires taking their time before calling the ball up. Our 3 field umpires today as well, we should mention, thanks to the sponsors, Bradnam's Windows and Doors. We've got Jameson Galbraith, Kai Pendlebury, and Matt Belliner. Walbers with the hit out. Straight down the path of a teammate. By hands. 1-2. Here go Aspley out of defence.
On top of the clearances early here, Aspley.
Kicks put out in the path of Macaulay Lonergan, the winger. He's got a teammate, 2-on-2. Lonergan provides the shepherd on balls. It's well gathered in the end there by Lee. Inside forward 50 finds Harker. I think that's Joel Lee. He was at Mount Gravatt last year. He's a good footballer. Very handy. It's the reigning premiers where you can pick up a footballer of his calibre.
100% it was. It was a great get by Aspley, and here's Harker lined up for goal. Harker, sorry.
Inside mid. Probably going to have to kick it from 50. The best view in the house here, Docker. Harker's kick.
It's just faded to the right.
Just a minor score. Aspley up by 7.
So Aspley had all the play here early. Granger just got to settle a little bit, get some control of the game early.
Very good ball movement there by Aspley out of their defensive half.
Here's Budrick, comes out of defence. Gordon out there at half back, comes back inside, finds Fazaldine. Just backward to the centre. Goes short and he finds Dirksen out there on the outer wing. Comes back inside again, back to Fazaldine.
Just a little bit of tempo here.
Yeah, it is. Just a little bit of tempo. There's a bit of movement forward of the ball here, Grange, and Fazaldine will go long down the line to right half forward. Contest there. Great tackle by Hugh Fiddler.
I think we were talking about Fiddler's game last year up at Maroochydore where he kicked 7.
Turned the game that day, he did. Him and Marley McGregor.
Walbers almost throws out that tap. And in the end, the ball's right near the boundary line, and it goes out. Our boundary umpires today, Alex Donoghue and Chris Chichiti. In the goals, we've got Connor Johnston and Hudson Tolley. Again, thanks to the umpire sponsors in Bradman's Windows and Doors. Even matchups all around the ground, actually. No, yeah, it was one-on-one there. Thought Grange might have had a spare.
There's some interesting matchups out there today. Like, we've got Marley McGregor playing down back, and he's playing on their captain in Bachelor.
The umpire's going to call a throw against the Gorillas.
Against Gordon.
It's Payne. No, it's not Payne. Sorry, it's Lee. Couple of early touches. Harker. Well, goes over his head. Sorry to a teammate still. About 60 out from goal here, Aspley. Where's Stackelberg?
This is Bachelor now. Left half forward. Plays on. He's had a go here. Bowles is back there on the line.
I think it's a minor score.
Plays on, he comes into Matheson. Goes out there to right half back and finds Bailey Gordon, who started well on the wing.
A lot of players been on the far side of the ground so far, Docker.
It has been. There's been a lot out there. Bailey Gordon goes long down the wing. And it's a great grab there taken by. Is that Jack Misfit out there? No, it's Marley McGregor. They all look alike, these boys. Fazaldine rolling up to half forward. And
free kick downfield,
yeah,
sorry.
Free kick downfield. And I'll go to Oscar Stewart out there.
I'd like to start Fazaldine. He looks good by foot.
He does. He's actually been lively early, so he's obviously playing forward, but he's actually getting a lot of touches up around the wing, which is going to be really good for his confidence. That's a bad turnover.
You probably got to go in long there.
Yeah, no, you do. It's just kicked it to the trampoline. If you don't hit that kick, well, then this Aspley are going to hurt him here on the rebound, and Stackelberg's got it here at half back.
Lonergan screaming for it on this near wing, and they had the spare in Hill. Couldn't take the mark. Now he's at ground level to Lonergan. Hand pass isn't great. Lonergan gathers, goes inside. Got options there. Free man, mark taken.
It's Batchelor, is it?
I don't think so.
No.
39, Thomas Watson. Heap of interchanges just made by both sides. Again, Docker, that's just the transition from Aspley off half back.
Yep. And they use the ball really well through the middle of the ground, so they're going to hurt you. If you turn it over like Grange did there at half forward, they're going to hurt you.
So Thomas Watson from directly in front, 25 metres out. A slow, steady approach. Kicks it high, makes the goal umpire work. But in the end, it's a goal for the Hornets, their second of the day. Margin out to 14 points. I know we've seen a lot of the play on the far side of the field. It's actually been when Aspley have come this side, commentary side, that they've looked a little bit more dangerous.
So they seem to be trying to push Grange to make Grange attack from the far side of the ground, which then opens up the middle of the ground for them when they want to transition.
Saw Grange's coach, Brent Maloney, just talking to Samuel Pettigrew as he came off the bench there. Where's Pettigrew running through today?
So Sammy's going through, he's playing down back, so you'll probably go to Cody Stackelberg when Stackelberg rolls forward, but I'm not sure what the conversation would have been about, but might be we just need a bit more accountability.
I think that's a free for a block. I don't think that was intentional from the Grange ruckman. I think he just greatly mistimed his jump and got in Warber's way. Another centre clearance to the Hornets. They basically got everyone forward of the footy. Hand pass to Brown. Inside forward 50 they go. Out the back it's there. Grange will gather first. Fight through the tackle, but Ty says going nowhere.
Joel Budrick's locked that one up on the last line of defence.
Close to Aspley's goal, and we're going to get a free for a block out. It's going to go the way of the Hornets.
I've got no idea what that was for.
Well, I just have a feeling two Grange blokes went up in the ruck, and one took out the Aspley ruckman in Watson, who just kicked the last goal, and McGregor got the tap. So I don't really know how that kind of worked. I don't have the beneficiary of a replay here. But Watson, 10 metres in, close from where he kicked the goal a minute ago. And again, making the goal umpire work, but the result's the same. Very good start for the reigning premiers here. They've got the first 3 goals of the game. They lead 3-2-20. Grange yet to score. Concerning times for the home side. We've seen them play a little bit of tempo footy. I think they just got to get their hands on the ball first.
Yeah, Grange just got to keep their composure. When they win the footy, they've got to keep composure, keep possession. Westenberg and Wild was going at it again. Westenberg will win that one down. Grange will go forward for Hugh Fiddler. Dirksen loses his feet. Daniel Farry's out there, but here go the Hornets again. And the ball goes over. Out there on the far side at half back.
I think that was the first centre clearance Grange have had today.
Yeah, they have. So West is obviously a bit more aggressive in the ruck. So you can see him jumping into Wilders a bit more, and he got his hands on that. He timed his run really well at that contest.
It's a good move to get him into the game as well, because it's not been inside Grange's forward 50 often. In fact, he's taking front position here and helping the hit out. Rosenbrock taken without the ball.
Get a free kick.
Bit of jostling.
Cora was on the move.
Yeah, that's a good lead and a good kick as well. Can't take the mark. Ground level. Flung in the tackle, hand pass out. I think that's Saunders, sorry. McGregor, good footballer. Kick smothered. Follows up with the tackle. It's a good second effort from Marley McGregor, and in the end he forces the stoppage. About 60 out from Grange's goal.
He did really well. He won his one-on-one out there on the far side, and then just tied it up for a stoppage. So really good play there by Marley. Gus McFadgen, he's tied up there by an Aspley player.
Well, nearly holding the ball. Yeah. A good pick up, Matheson.
Yeah, beautiful hands to Rosenbrock. The kick is pretty shallow, and Aspley going to clean it up here at half back.
They've got to switch on if they want it. Oh, great tackle.
That's a brilliant tackle.
Don't have a number 68 on my list.
That's Oscar Stewart.
Stewart goes long to the hot spot, but in the end, it's Henderson coming across and taking the mark. Not great representation from Grange, even though it was a 2-on-2. Henderson's kick out commentary side to Crawley is pretty good. It's best part of 50 metres. Crawley's got Brown short, the vice captain for the Hornets. Just assesses his options. White tells him to play on. He goes long down the wing to a contest. McGregor's there. Oh, good mark over the top, 4 deep.
Pippin.
And a good kick out in front as well. Templeton's there. Raffle it with his teammate, and in the end, they kind of mess it up. And Jai Hartung does well to force a boundary throw in the top of Aspley's forward 50. I think they've got themselves back into the game, Docker, but Grange's forward 50s leave a fair bit to be desired at the moment.
Yeah, it's their 450 entries, mate. It's hurting them. You know, the last one from Oscar Stewart, you know, like he's got to at least give the forward an opportunity.
I thought the kick was probably to the right spot, but there was no one there. So if there's no one there, it's not a good kick.
No.
Just trying to see where Wolbers is in the moment because he's not in the ruck. I think Westerberg's got a bit of a height advantage here.
Yeah, so Batchelor's gone into the ruck.
Well, that throw-in's well short. McGregor's around it. Westerberg fumbles. Payne. Templeton, hand pass all. They went to tap, and his teammate went to bump. Grange a long hand pass forward of the stoppage. No one really there. The tap on is good, and the tackle from Fiddler.
So Fiddler is Farry. Daniel Farry laid the tackle. They look alike, the boys.
I thought it must be number 17 then. It wouldn't. Yeah, that doesn't surprise. It's actually a free kick. Must admit, I thought that was a legitimate tackle. Hayden. I think he's going to go long to the hot spot. No, it's out in front. A couple leading forwards.
Well, Pettigrew had the front spot there.
Couldn't take the mark, but his teammate's going to mop up well.
Here's Misford. It's a great handball. He's got Budrick out now and he can run. Away goes Joel Budrick on the far wing.
Dirkson's got 30 metres of space out the back. They couldn't get in there quickly enough. Short kick. Aspley cut it off on the bounce, though. Doesn't really get a hand pass. Crowd want ball. Just a hack volley from the Hornets. Gains about 30 metres. McGregor taps it on.
He started well, Marley McGregor.
He's always lively. He's a footballer that seems to always be around the...
Never far from the action.
Yes. Matheson's coming to the bench.
He's just having a break.
Yeah. Very hard to tell how high the intensity is out there. It's first versus fourth. A lot on the line. No one's guaranteed of their spots. Stoppage. Aspley back by hands. Fumble. And then probably just too easy to get through there. Cody Stackelberg. Inside forward 50. Grange have been good with their positioning defensively for those loose balls. And he's been... I thought the umpire was going to play holding the ball. He set himself to, but in the end he decided to pull it up. The top of the Hornets 50. 15 minutes gone, opening quarter, 20-0. Hornets in front. Hit out was sharked by the Gorillas. But, again, another stoppage. Hit out goes the way of the Hornets. Rosenbrock. Like the way he's worked himself into the game a bit.
He started well.
Inside mid?
Inside mid. He's just had an inside 50 entry. It was pretty shallow. And that's the side of the game he needs to work on as well.
And I tell you what, you talk about inside 50s. That's a brilliant kick from Matthew Payne.
Just put it in the space. Let the forward run onto it.
I can't quite tell who that is. I think it's Raymond Hill. He's about 25 out up against the boundary. Runs around. It looks pretty good, but in the end, it's actually not. It's out of bounds on the full.
And Daniel Bowles will bring it back in for Wilson Grange. The left footer from Nightcliff and Darwin. Oh, it's actually Joel Budrick.
It's a risky kick in the end, but it just comes off. Good mark taken there. Stuart Hartung.
And there's Bowles there. Just chips it up to Sammy Pettigrew at half back.
It's a good mark going back with the flight of the footy. I think they want to switch this one back. No, he goes up the wing. Oh, McGregor couldn't take the mark, but his teammate roved it nicely. Hand pass forward. And Aspley now with the numbers. 2 hand passes. Payne, a 3rd hand pass. Over the top to Templeton. He'll steady on his left foot. Kick inside. Forward 50's not great. Favoured the Gorillas.
Lantos was playing in front, which was good to see, but the ball just trickled over the line.
They're just breaking down across the middle of the ground at the moment. The Gorillas and the Hornets just going inside forward 50, look the better of the two teams. Boundary throw in about 40 out from Aspley's goal. Westerberg the hit out. Straight to our teammate. 1-2 hand passes. Rosenbrock, one of them. Kick wobbly in the middle of the ground. Hornets with the numbers. I think that's Lonergan. Out in front of Watson's. Kick 2 today. Pulls his kick in nicely. Lonergan, another short one. Not 15. Play on, says the umpire. Back to a teammate by hands. Assesses his options inside forward 50. Poor kick there by Wesley Black.
Benny McGuinness chops the mark off. Goes out to the far side. He finds Lantos. Short again to Budrick. He started well, Budrick. He had the first goal kicked on him, but he's starting to bring himself into the game.
Aspley worked hard over the other side of the ground to cover that, and good mark by Crawley. In the McDonald. He's got the winger to switch, but now he pushes back. Short to Henderson. Just a little bit too easy there for the Hornets. Oh, great spoil by the Gorillas. Not sure who that was. And good pressure as well.
Tex Corrigan will cut that one off, but as we just seen him find a way through here.
O'Dwyer shot on goal. Likes it. I think that was Will O'Dwyer, number 11.
It was a great goal.
Just turnovers from both sides, and in the end, the Hornets made the Gorillas pay. They're just lacking team continuity, I want to say, Docker, when they get the ball just backwards of centre. The Gorillas, they seem to want to use the ball by foot, but Aspley are shutting them down. And
they are.
They're not looking to switch.
They're positioning themselves. They're blocking the corridor, basically, and they're keeping Grange wide at the moment. So they've got to work that way through that, but they've got to clean up their disposal efficiency at the moment. It's starting to hurt them.
Matheson's back on. Westerberg still going in the right. Wolvers is back on 2. Westerberg with the hit. Matheson, the first hand pass.
Westy's starting to get his hands on the ball now. We just seem not to be able to get the first look inside.
Henderson kick out. Finds a teammate on centre wing. Inboard to McDonald. Trabs back. Too much play on. Composed. Shut this down well at the moment, Wilston Grange. Force a long kick down the line inside forward 50. Westenberg's in front of Wolbers. Now they've got a chance by hands. 1-2 with Matheson. Oh, from behind. Shark. Harker. Puts out in front of Stackelberg.
There's not a thing Joel Budrick could do about that at that turnover.
Just probably one hand pass backwards, too many.
Yeah, just no communication around the ball, but it sounds like if you should never give anyone get run down from behind.
It was really good reaction from Stackelberg as soon as Harker won that footy. He was at the goal square, just took off, and a good little kick from Harker out in front. He's lining up for his second. Ticking a time on in the first quarter. Connor Stackelberg. 20 out, slide angle. And he's got it. This is a very good start for Aspley. They lead 5-2, 32. Wilston Grange yet to score. And at the moment, there's just not much I can see for Grange. You know, do they need to look at maybe putting someone behind the ball?
I think it might be more opportunities to go back to one-on-one footy. They just seem to be picking, the Aspley boys just seem to be picking us apart at the moment. We've got options all over the ground.
Well, Templeton won that clearance basically one-handed. Kick bounced to half forward, gathered, sharked forward, and it's going to fall in the lap of an Aspley player.
Batchelor, the captain.
It's just all going the way of the Hornets at the moment. When a kick like that just falls in the lap of the captain. Batchelor. 35 out, directly in front. Easy as you like.
Grange yet to score. The Aspley Hornets are 6 goals to 38. Well, nobody cornered by the Hornets.
There's only 2 rounds to finals, so sides will want to be hitting their straps, and Aspley are sending a message to the rest of the competition. It's just clinical going inside forward 50 at the moment. I think with Grange, obviously they need to get to quarter time. They probably need a lift of intensity around the football. I think if they can lift their pressure and force some errors from the Hornets, both by hand and foot, it's one way to get yourselves back to the game. But as you said, Docker, they haven't even scored yet. We've got a free kick going the way of Grange for a high tackle. It was called by the non-controlling umpire.
Yeah, and it's Benny McGuinness. He's going to put him inside foot. He's Blair Humphries, the first game up.
That's a good, strong mark.
It's a great mark.
Good kick inside forward 50 to a teammate leading at it. Couldn't quite grab it. Oh, might have been taken high. And the non-controlling umpire has paid it. So it's going to be a shot on goal. I want to say it's Fazaldine.
Yeah, it is Fazaldine. Jakey Fazaldine.
That's just good forward craft from the Gorillas. Good from Humphries.
Yeah, great.
And the kick was good. I know the mark wasn't taken, but it was to a leading forward. Probably just went a little bit early, the forward, and then Fazaldine nice and clean.
But the kick gave the forwards an opportunity.
Fazaldine, 40 out. Woolers on the mark. His kick is to the left. They're on the board, but only a minor score. Would have really liked that one. Can they lock this ball inside their forward 50? And we've got 2 footies on the field. Just a minor delay. Gives me the opportunity to see that it will be Jordan Hayden taking the kick in here. And I suspect it's going to come out this side of the ground because Walbers is here. Hayden runs outside the square. Looking for Walbers. Taps it up. Goes for it again. Can't mark it. Quick hands Hornets.
Koro's got his hands on it. Just lock it up.
That's okay for the Gorillas. They don't have a lot of players around the footy here. I reckon Aspley have got more. Even though now here they come. Oh, taken down in a good tackle. Did he dispose of it? No. Holding the ball. That was Bowles. He just didn't have anyone really helping him.
He had nothing to go to. He's trapped up against the boundary line.
Watson is backwards at centre wing. There's a free player there. Oh, good spoil and well robed. Oh, that's a push. Home crowd's not going to like it. Jolie. Short.
Payne.
He wants to go short. In the end, he just lifts the leg and puts it inside forward 50. I think the Hornets won't mind that. Have a ball in. About 35 out. .26 gone. Opening term here at Hickey Park. Patchell is going to get this hit out. Down the throw to Payne. Shot on goal. The snap is to the right.
Great piece of roving by Payne.
A pretty good kick actually on his non-preferred foot. The wind at the ground does seem to be pushing both shots at goal just slightly towards us.
Yeah, it's coming across to the grandstand side here.
So Gordon in the back pocket. Gets around his man on the mark. Oh, Fiddler.
That's a great grab. Really good mark. Really strong mark by Hugh Fiddler. Finds Matheson here. Is that right up back? Finds Farry short.
Oh, that was nearly 50 actually. That's going to be high. I thought Payne went off the mark. Rains?
Yeah, it's Rains here. Shy of the wing.
His vision is
Shocking
good.
kick.
It was the right idea, poor execution.
And their turnovers are really costly here, Grange.
Very clinical by foot. Templeton goes back to Wolbers. Comes out here to Hayden. Payne. So the ball's almost gone no net ground, but 3 kicks, and they're starting to open the field up.
Here's Stackelberg.
He pauses.
Cody Stackelberg. He probably looked for his brother.
Oh, that's a really good mark.
That's a great grab.
He was caught out of position.
Yeah, it's Will Pepin.
To be honest, I don't know how he stuck it.
He's taken a couple of great grabs early in this first quarter.
So definitely the trickier side of the ground. The kick will go left to right. A little bit of a swirl as well. Long approach from Pepin. Kick is low, hard, and just taken by the wind, I think, in the end. Stays right, minus score. We've seen a game really dominated by both sides have wanted to play a kicking orientated game so far, Docker.
Yeah. Bowles brings it back in. He comes around to the commentary side. Marley McGregor flies.
It's going to be a hold going the way of the Hornets. Umpire waves advantage on really quickly. Payne inside forward 50 and Stackelberg. Seemed to get there about a second too early, but just held his opponent out. Jumped and marked. He'll have the chance to kick his 3rd of this opening term. Connor Stackelberg on his way in from 48.
It's off to the right-hand side for a minor score. Grange 1 point. Aspley 6-5, 41. It's a 40-point lead coming towards the end of the first quarter. 29 minutes gone. Lanthos brings it back in. And there's a siren.
An even 30 minutes, but a very dominating performance by the Aspley Hornets. They've kicked 6 first quarter goals and kept The home side to just a minor score. Quickly, the goal kickers for the visitors. Stackelbell, Connor Stackelberg and Thomas Watson with 2 apiece. Singles to William O'Dwyer and Captain Brandon Batchelor. We're going to take a break, but please do join us after this for the second quarter action here from Hickey Park. Welcome back to Hickey Park, the home of QAFL live stream on Action YouTube AFL Queensland. We've got Aspley Hornets leading by a very dominant 40 points after a blistering opening term. Just about had the game entirely on their terms. Connor Stackelberg and Thomas Watson looking very good up forward, 2 goals apiece. We've had a long quarter time break. What do you think? Some of the words might have been from Coach Brent Maloney at quarter time there, Docker.
I reckon he'd be asking for a bit more effort from his boys.
Let's see if we're going to get that. Woolbers. Cora. Probably said that wrong, sorry, in the ruck.
Cora wins that one down. Slap forward by Benny McGuinness. And Harkin wins the clearance. Cora puts his head over the footy, wins the hard ball. Done a really good job there, he did. The Grange go forward. Fiddler was stuck behind. Dirksen comes up now, puts the pressure on. And Crawley wins it away for Aspley. Kept it in. And the 50 gamer, Sam Pettigrew, cuts it off. He just forward to centre. He's got Coro open, but he's going to ignore that and go longer.
Oh, Fiddler, I thought did a pretty good job to take the mark. And
that's a dump tackle.
Yeah, good call by the umpire. Now, Fazaldine's free here at the moment. Fiddler's needed to be a bit quicker.
He did just a bit slow to get back off the mark after he got the free kick now.
1 in the pocket. 2 in the pocket, actually.
It's a smart kick, though, to the hot spot.
Humphreys.
There, and it's gone. It's got to be holding the ball.
As the umpire see it, he calls it, holding the ball.
It's a great tackle by Matho.
And if they were going to get a lift from anyone, you'd think it might have been Reece Matheson. He's got the chance to give the Gorillas the perfect start. Haven't really seen it all day, that sort of pressure around the football.
No, it was a good kick by Fiddler. And Matheson slotted it, so that's Grange's first. So they go to 1-1-7. They trail the Aspley Hornets 6-5-41. Shout out to Leanne Bowles down there in Victoria, the mother of Daniel Bowles.
What I liked seeing there was about 12 of his teammates got to him. So maybe just a change of intensity from the home side. Because sometimes your execution might not be there, but you can measure efforts pretty quantifiable, and it wasn't there in the first quarter. But,
no, but the Fiddler kick, though, gave the forwards a chance, and it caused a bit of a chaos down there, which then applied the pressure from Matho, which resulted in a scoring opportunity. So, better football by Grange there.
And unsurprisingly, it's Hugh Fiddler kind of getting it going. Woolbers, all the time in the world, 2-handed tap. Templeton takes on Rosenbrock. Don't know how he really disposed of it cleanly or illegally. Short 15-metre kick.
This is better football now.
Matheson, time to assess his options. Fiddler, free kick downfield.
And it's the first game, and Blair Humphreys takes the mark.
And I think the umpire's gone up to Lee of the Hornets, and explained, I didn't see the push, I moved my eyes, but just ill-discipline from the Hornets. Gives Humphreys the opportunity, Docker.
It does. He's looked lively too. And he's kicked it. Get around him, boys.
Goal to the debutant. Two in a minute for the Gorillas, and all of a sudden we've got a game here at Hickey Park.
And that might just need what the Gorillas needed. You know, like you see all the players get down to him, get around him, and that might be just the boost they need now. So that takes them to 2-1-13. And they still trail Aspley at 6-5-41. But the start of the second quarter right now, it's been positive. Their ball movement's been better.
Their pressure's better because that all starts with Rosenbrock laying that tackle on Templeton.
Yep. But smart football by McGuinness there out of the middle. He just hit that 15-metre kick, which opened up Rosenbrock. And then obviously the quick amble onto Matheson, and then the forward 50 entry. You know, and we spoke about the entries in the first quarter. Right, they weren't giving their forwards a chance, but these two entries that have gone inside at the start of the second quarter, you know, have resulted in goals.
Rosenbrock's come to the bench for a well-deserved rest. Bounce from the umpire.
Coral wins that one down. Wins it to himself, and he's going to drive Grange forward again here. And here's Fiddler. Gets the handball away. And it rolls out of bounds. And there'll be in a stoppage. Boundaries throw in at right half forward. And the Gorillas attacking 50.
And you just start to see a couple of fumbles there from the Hornets.
Yep.
Just a little bit of perceived pressure. They're not as clean as perhaps as they were in the first quarter.
No, they're not.
It's hard to believe we've actually gone 5 minutes already. There's plenty happening here. There's two mass congregations, one around the footy and one about 30 metres away, favouring Aspley. No one won their head out. Players from both sides jumped into the footy. Grange got the chance here.
McGuinness.
Kind of pushed without it.
Lanthos drives forward and I'll see a throw up.
That was a good tackle from Pepin because
he rolled him.
Yeah.
He rolled him at the right time because he could have quite easily got his back then.
Another good battle in the rut. No space for anyone. Stackelberg wrapped up. McGuinness has had a good start to this second quarter.
He has, yep.
He's right around the footy, as is Corey. He's thrown out of the way by Wilbers, who whacked it 10 metres down to Payne. And Lanthos kind of worked Payne and the ball both over the boundary line. So we're going to have it tossed in between the two interchange gates. I reckon Rosenbrock's just come back on. He barely had 2 minutes on the bench there.
That's what the rotations these days, mate. Quick spell and straight back into it.
Wilbers, Rosenbrock, knocked out in the tackle. And going nowhere.
Lanthos is lifted. He's getting first to the contest now.
Wilbur's hit-outs was directed to a teammate, didn't work.
Coro's follow-ups at the moment have been outstanding, but the kick forward's been cut off. But Wilbers is obviously getting on top of the hit-outs, but it's his second efforts around at the contest now. Coro has actually been really important here.
Now, Grange need to cut this off because this is where Aspley have been really good all day. The kick from Brown was inboard to Cody Stackelberg. And he goes to Crawley. Fumble, pressure, hand pass. And in the end, they'll just ease off for the moment. The Hornets have taken the ball 50 metres to the side. Now, long kick down the wing to a leading player. And high contact in the way of the Hornets.
Against Daniel Farrier there in the far wing.
Just didn't need to give the free kick away.
No, I don't know whether it was even there, though. But, yeah, it was a 50-50.
Hornets have slowed it down. They're going short again. How does Templeton have that much space?
You know what? His work rate is enormous.
He's going to kick, looking for Stackelberg. Kick comes over the top. Good spoil.
By Budrick there. Matheson's lifted and he's got Misfit.
Not a great exit kick. They've got plenty of numbers, Templeton. Pokes one in board. That's Hill. Top of the 50. He goes inside, shallow and wide. Just trying to spot Marley McGregor at the moment. He's down there in the goal square. Oh, he's led well here, Stackelberg. It's about a 35, 40 metre effort. Couple of movements left and right.
Payne just waited for him then and just waited for the right time to release the kick. And Stacky didn't stop leading.
They ask a lot of you, Aspley, in terms of work rate. Stackelberg. Just inside forward 50. His kick for goal is pretty good.
Great goal.
He gets his opportunities and he generally makes the most of them. Connor Stackelberg, he's got 3. Aspley get their first of the term. Margin back out to 34 points. And just slightly deflated for the home side. They kicked the first 2 of the quarter.
They're getting on top there, Grange, but it doesn't take much for Aspley to take it back away from you.
No, they've got to find a way to kind of minimise or almost stop this short kicking game that Aspley have.
They're very good at picking your zones apart.
I think you said at one stage in the first quarter, man on man. And I think that might be the way to go. We got Westerberg in the ruck. We do, and we have a very not good bounce, so we'll have it tossed up. Wolbers the hit out. I think that's Fiddler. Wrapped up. Wolbers front position, hit out. Sharked by Fiddler. Kind of slung.
He's just being dumped on his head.
Payne got a hand pass away in the nick of time. Good contest between the two players out there. Fair bump. And a good tackle by McFadden. Will result in a ball up. Westerberg does well to engage Wolbers. Winning all the hit-outs at the moment. Might have been a high fend-off on Rosenbrook. It was. Lee giving away the free kick. Rosenbrook wasting no time. Kick doesn't quite come off. Push to the ground. No free kick forthcoming.
Raines didn't keep his feet when he needed to then in the contest.
Henderson's kick is an absolute shocker, and the Gorillas a chance.
Yep,
Kick
Oscar
at the
Stewart
goal
got it.
square.
Dirksen at the back. He's got it.
That's just capitalising on a really bad turnover. And another good kick inside forward 50. Docker.
Yes, actually, it might have been Blair Humphries that cut that kick off, was it?
Well, you talk about lifting pressure, and that's just not around the footy, it's work rate.
Dirksen kicks the goal. Does Grange get one back here? So now they go to 3-1 at 19 to 7-5, 47.
That's something we haven't really seen from the Hornets, making a crucial mistake in their back half. So margin's 28 points.
Zach Dirksen with the bright orange boots on, goes back and converts that goal.
That's a really strong mark, actually. Had a couple of defenders come in, added. Coach Maloney quite happy.
He'd be happy with the start of the second quarter, that's for sure.
They're 3-1 in 11 and a half minutes of play. I think we've had 9 of the 10 goals kicked to the right of screen this afternoon. Westerberg with the height and the jump straight down to Rosenbrock. And he's rolled in the tackle. Probably been maybe the most influential player this quarter, Ned Rosenbrock.
Westenberg wins it down to Fiddler. If you can pick it up, well, it's a great handball, and he finds Bowles striding through on his left foot, but the kick wasn't great inside 50 and it's turned over.
He's been quiet today, Bowles. As Aspley come wide, and the kick is good enough to Crawley. Hand pass to Payne. Up on the wing, not his best effort. And boundary line, the winner. I think they normally run Bowles through the wing, but have they thrown him in the middle at the moment?
He'd probably, if he was going to go, so he'd roll between half forward to half back in the wing. So
just trying to pick him up at this stoppage. Oh, yeah, he's free here at the back. Westerberg going to lead Batchelor to it. And out was to the space. Hand pass from Payne. Oh, Templeton tried to take on 3 and is not disposed of it correctly.
Fiddler again. Hey, Fiddler's the one that's really lifted here in this second quarter.
I think he might have a blood nose.
Goes back to Lanthos.
He's on his haunches at the moment, Fiddler.
Might have caught one in the beak. He'll be right. He's a tough nut.
And as you said, he's lifted in this second quarter, him and Rosenbrock. Ball on the far side.
It's McGuinness. Comes in short, Bailey Gordon now. He's going to transition again. He's got Bowles and he's got a Paddock now. He can take this and run. And he has a bounce here at half back. Drives the ball to Dirks. Now it's Oscar Stewart at half forward. It's a great mark. He's got to get off his mark quickly here. Cora was led early.
Is that Humphries he's looking for? Kicking over the top. Ground level. Good pressure. Myers fumbles.
Oh, he's taking a look and the pressure comes. Didn't quite complete the tackle though, Range. It's a smother though.
It's a dump kick for an exit. Under it.
Oh, Oscar Stewart, he was brave then.
Yep.
Got Bowles out the back.
Misses the hand pass, and the Hornets content to see it out over the line.
Payne knew he was trying to turn onto his left foot and he covered it straight away.
So this game's just gone up a notch, I think, in intensity. That was one of the best passages of ball movement all day from the Gorillas. Took the ball far side and then Bowles
They
here.
brought it back, yep.
Pressure from the Gorillas has been good this quarter as well. Westerberg, Batchelor, Payne, boundary line. Oh, that's almost
got to be deliberate.
I think the
That's
umpire's
got to
going
be
to play
deliberate.
this.
He just kept paddling that up, not under pressure.
Matheson played on, somehow kept the ball in, inside forward 50, numbers around it. Free kick, hold, I don't know.
It's a free kick to Grange.
I want to say that the umpires played that and looked at the crowd. I wonder whether he has played that against a member of the audience. Because he wasn't looking at the bench.
So that's what you're saying, it's a dissent call?
Maybe. Because you do have the white card system for coaches, and there was no white card signalled.
Daniel Farry, 40 metres out. Might test his distance to these little legs. It's a good looking kick. It's not coming back, though. Every other kick would have just swung back then, but that one just didn't swing at all.
I still trying to figure out what that free kick was for.
Yeah, that takes Wilson Grange now to 3-3-21 to 7-5-47.
They get the next one, and we are right on here at Hickey
We
Park.
are 100%.
McGregor's got the run at this. Bumped out, Hill, Aspley.
Daniel Farry was taken high then. He's going to get the free kick.
Actually, it's a free kick for a trip, but it's going to go to Farry anyway.
He's got bowls on. He's going to get on that left. Oh, he swings back onto the right. Goes back to Farry by hand. He's going to drive Grange inside here. It's a long ball to the hot spot. That's a great grab. That's Humphries, is it? Or is it Gus McFadgen? It's Gus McFadgen. Another young kid. Allies, played in the Allies.
Is he a left footer?
That's a good question, actually. I actually can't remember. Actually. He's got me.
He's setting up for a left foot kick, and I want to say he's a right footer.
He's a right footer. No left footer kicks like that.
It's the popular trend these days.
That's an opportunity that's just gone missing, though, for Grange right there.
Yeah. You know what? Bowles' last couple of minutes have been really good.
Yeah, he's lifted. Yeah.
Aspley have the ball, far side of the field at half back.
If Grange had converted then, it would have just changed. It would have just changed the whole mindset of this game of footy.
That's a good long kick down to the wing. Massive contest. McGregor and a heap of other players. Payne, he is having a field day today. Must have bought his own footy. Puts it out in front of a couple of teammates, but in the end, is that Lanthos?
Dan Lanthos.
I think might have forced that one out of bounds. Pretty good from the vice-captain.
He's actually captain today, Dan.
Is he?
Yeah, Bakes is out, so...
Sorry, I've only got a VC on the list.
Oh, yeah, that obviously hasn't been updated. That's a Dean Warren. I'll have to have a chat with Dean Warren about that. If you're listening in Canada, Dino, g'day, mate.
So Warblers front position. There's a good hand pass from Harker. Good smother. You can tell the Gorillas have lifted around the footy.
Yeah, the pressure's been elite in this quarter.
It's actually, free kick out of zone, out of control. Umpires paid a free kick.
But in the first quarter, though, Aspley were walking through the contest.
Yep, there's no way Grange were putting on a smother or anything. So 55 out.
Jordan Hayden's out on this other flank here, all on his own, and the ball's coming straight out to him.
Grange have flooded back well. I think McGregor's spare at the moment, although I think he might be picking up Woolber's note. Westerberg is. The umpire is going to give Hayden his 30 seconds here. Back flanker just pulls his kick. The top of the goal square, Woolbers.
That's smart football.
I probably want to say poor defending too. I didn't quite see what happened. I saw Westerberg ended up on the ground. You've just got to be mindful of the tours in a situation like that.
But Aspley play, they practice this stuff, and you just see that's not the first time I've seen it. That was a great kick by Hayden.
So Woolbers slight angle, close to goal, and he nurses it home. He's having a good day. Second of the term for the visitors. Margin out to 33. They just compose themselves very well. And it's probably the difference this quarter even though Grange have kicked more goals because they've had 2 opportunities probably 5 minutes ago. And I think that one they really missed was the McFadden one.
Yeah, that one was a hurter because it's basically a 12-point turnaround now. You know, like, yeah, that one's hurt Grange a little bit, unfortunately.
It's definitely a more even contest in this quarter. Wilston Grange got as we ticking the time on in the second. Westerberg and Walbers, and that has to be called back. Westerberg does well, wins a clearance up the half forward.
Oh, Fazeldine got a pretty ugly bounce, but he's tied him up in the tackle.
McDonald, it's a throw. Umpire hasn't. No, I thought that was a hand pass, but the umpire didn't see it. So Fazeldine started well, gone quiet, inside forward 50, out the back, and he takes the mark and a push either way, raffle it off. I think it's going to end up with Fiddler. And a shot on goal for the instant reply for the home side. Good bit of team play. Westerberg, the forward pressure from Fazeldine.
Yeah, he done really well there, Westy. He grabbed that out of the ruck. He just got the ball going forward.
Fiddler's kick, the goal umpire does not move.
But the Fazeldine tackle, that was great. You know, like, he got a really bad bounce, but it was a second effort, and that's what Grange's second quarter's been about at the moment. Like, they've really upped the pressure, and the pressure's resulted in scoring shots. That's their 4th for the quarter.
So the margin's back to 27, and the lift in intensity and pressure, and you know, these two sides look even.
Yep.
Aspley have, at times, used their foot skills really well and had moments, but they've definitely not controlled the quarter in the entirety that they did the first.
They haven't been running the ball the way they were in the first quarter, Aspley. They were just picking us apart, or picking Grange apart in the first quarter with their foot skills. But now the pressure's been up. Grange have been able to take that away from majority of this quarter.
I reckon they'd be winning the inside 50 count by a couple as well.
Yeah, well, it's 4 goals to 2 in this quarter.
And it probably should have been 5.
Yeah.
Walbers' bounce wasn't great. Great fist from Walbers, though. Templeton wrapped up. I'd like the clearance count as well, because I reckon the Grange will be breaking even, if not in front, despite Walbers' dominance in the ruck. Westerberg does well. Matheson gets the kick away. Goes about 20. No one's going to mark it. Good spoils in the end. Oh, well done there, Lee. And switches the ball wide. Henderson told to play on. Pulls his kick. Harker's worked hard. Forward. Hand pass. Releases a teammate back in on his left. Kicking over the top of Stackelberg. Coming from deep. Not quite Watson. Matheson
Great hands by Matheson there.
But they got nothing to go to at the moment, though.
Kick the grass out in the wing.
Needs a bad bounce. Crawley does. Gets it all sloppy. Umpire said it was okay.
Oh, he's got him now. It's a great tackle.
Rosenbrock, good
Fiddler.
pressure.
Watch him go here.
If he can get it forward,
good
contest.
Good boy,
That's
Huey.
good football. That was
standing by Hugh Fiddler.
Fiddler.
That's
on
the pressure
Saunders.
we're talking about.
Look, it wasn't the best exit kick because they didn't really have a lot to go to. But
no
for Fiddler to make that and, you know, force the draw.
But Cora got up. He got up. Cora had the first lot of pressure on, and then it was Fiddler as well. And
evens around the stoppages here. Westerberg and Walbers
had a handful of his jump.
Oh, I tell you what, it could be holding the ball. Oh, got to kick away in the nick of time, Harker.
Sam Pettigrew playing in front. And he wins
Onto
the
it.
ball.
That's a good tackle from Myers.
Really good by Grange.
I think either side will mind that.
Sammy Pettigrew in his 50th game playing in front. He won that 50-50 contest then.
Walbers and is going to get the free kick for the hold. The home crowd just starting to lift here as they realise their boys are right back in this contest. Walbers drives them inside forward 50 though. The Hornets will be looking to score.
Hartung is going to lock that one up.
Good composure, because if that ball came out, the Hornets could have been all over
100%.
it. Batchelor in the ruck for the Hornets, and McFadden, Matheson taken high.
It's been really good around the clearances, Matho. Getting his hands on the footy.
Now, Wilbers is a spare down the line here. So he goes inboard.
Here's Harry Wilson, centre half back. He goes out wide and he finds Gus McFadgen. Great handball. Finds McGuinness and Matho.
Knocked out in the last minute though, Rosenbrock.
Rosenbrock, Corowa, back to Matheson.
I think Matheson's just come off the bench as well.
He's been really good in this quarter.
Yes. Fiddler, Rosenbrock.
Corowa, yep. Matheson. Bowles is lifted.
For the Hornets, Waller's in the ruck's been almost their best player all day.
Yep.
At least across the 2 quarters. Taps it to himself, wrapped up straight away. Cora was given up. Got to be at least 4 inches in height there.
But he's holding. It's his second effort sort of making the big difference. And here goes Fazaldine forward. It's a bit of a chaos kick.
Oh, good gather, good tackle.
Yep.
Good football.
Q Fiddler again.
He's just very impressive, Fiddler. His rest is when he goes forward and he's still impacting the contest.
Oh, yeah, he's
In
like a caddy, is he? He's quick, he's good on his feet, he's quick to recover, and he's really strong in one-on-one marking.
Rosenbrock's going to, win a free kick for a high tackle there. Marley McGregor comes onto the field. Well, Rosenbrock.
He's a bit ginger, the boy.
Hand pass to McFadgen. Inside forward 50 out near the pocket. Westerberg.
Coral was there. It goes out of play.
Yep. Well, Rosenbrock's got a nasty little limp. I want to say ankle, I think. Hopefully he'll be all right. They've got half time in a couple of minutes. Matheson on the field.
26 minutes gone. It's 4-2, 26 to 8 goals, 5-53. The Aspley Hornets leading the Wilston Grange Gorillas here at Hickey Park.
Corowa out of the rucks. Shot on goal.
Probably had a bit more time than Big Texan.
He did that very well, though.
He did, though. He's had a really good second quarter, Tex.
That was almost Tom Hawkins-like. They'd love another one here, the Gorillas.
Oh, yeah. It'd be huge going into the three-quarter time.
Apologies. Rosenbrock limping, not looking great in the hands of the trainers. Walbers hits it out forward, gathered nicely. McFadgen, I think, or was it Farry, kicked to the top of the goal square. Players around the ball, and I think the Hornets happy to see it out in the end. It was tapped over.
Grange are locking it in their forward 50, though, for a lot longer periods of time in this quarter of footy.
Yeah, and they're winning clearances too.
Yep.
And this is exactly what wasn't happening in the first quarter.
So Big Tex, Cora and Westy, they might be just starting to work Walbers over around the ground.
Walbers hit out. Fazaldine, I think he's got it. And there's a heap of players around the ball. Let's have a stoppage. There's the ump. Corowa wins the hit out. Fazaldine was kind of holding his opponent. And in the end, he got a nice torpedo up to the wing. And this is going to land a metre in from the boundary. It was going to bounce back into play, actually. But Pettigrew, the 50-gamer, did well to see it out. We've had 6 goals in this quarter. We had 6 in the first quarter, and it went for exactly 30 minutes. We're at 28 minutes now, so there can't be long to go. Even Stevens all around the ground. One-on-ones everywhere. Corowa and Walbers. And no one really to hit out. Farry will get onto this first. Fazaldine actually comes across. Jumped on it. Aspley forward to the stoppage. Payne on his left foot to Templeton. Went the one-handed, couldn't get it. McGregor.
Oh, good boy, Marley.
And
really
Watson.
got in there and got some physical pressure on him.
Yeah, Fazaldine. Oh, that was a great take and kick.
He turned that over there, Marley McGregor, but he just got lower and went harder.
Don't know who gathered that ball and then kicked it. That's a brilliant one-hand take on the boot.
Lantos was in there, and it was Gus McFadgen who kicked it forward, but unfortunately just went out of play.
Hayden switches the other side of the ground, Crawley underneath it. Left footer. He's got, I think that's Lonergan. No, it's not, because I can see Lonergan. They've moved the ball quickly, Aspley. They're about 55 out from goal. And in the end...
Dirksen takes it over.
Yeah, he does well to... That's really important. Actually, it might have been... No, I can see Fazal down. I can't really see these numbers. You know them better than me. Sorry, Docker.
I haven't got my glasses on today either, mate. Don't worry.
So in the shadows of half-time, the Gorillas won't want to give one away. Warbers hits it 15 metres forward.
Aspley got numbers here at this contest.
Yeah, this is almost what happened in the first quarter. They've got to be careful here, the Gorillas.
That was an important tackle, that one. Just tied it up, got another stoppage, Grange.
Rosenbrock's having his foot looked at. I want him back in the second half if they're going to be a chance. Gorillas clearance, hand pass, turnover. That might be Payne. Shot on goal is wobbly and inaccurate. So we'll let off all the visitors. Lanthos, the captain, I think. No. That was Buderick.
Buderick brings it in. He finds Matheson in the back pocket. Kicks it out towards left half back. Oscar Stewart comes to the ball. He got a shocking bounce. Crawley puts Aspley back into attack.
Oh, Matheson.
Yeah, he's been huge in the second quarter.
You don't see midfielders come 3 or 4 deep to take intercept marks in defence. Transfer the pressure. Ball out to Gordon. Both sides working well. McGregor's here. He's probably going to have to be the bailout kick. Because I think he's got him for height.
Yep.
It's a pretty good kick. Fiddler at the back. Needed a hand pass. Eventually got it in the nick of time. Aspley around the footy. Umpire's going to play a free kick for a hold.
Rains, he was a bit premature on the tackle then. Just ran straight into Jordan Hayden's back. So Hayden signed at Labrador at the start of the season, then found himself at Glenorchy down in Tasmania. And before the June 30 cut-off, he finds himself back at the Aspley Hornets, where he's been an unbelievable player.
Kick off one step inside forward 50 to the hot spot. And good mark taken by the Gorillas.
That's Gus McFadgen.
Been at both ends of the ground this quarter. We're 31 and a half minutes gone. Short is all dangerous. Hornets a chance. Lee gathers on his right foot, gets a round shot on goal. What a goal, Joel Lee. Something from nothing. And that's really going to sting going into half-time. Margin out to 34 points.
The kick wasn't on then.
No.
Not in red time. You just...
Had to be long down the line to safety. That was good pressure. I think it was Connor Stackelberg, number 10. Caused the ball to be in play. And just a moment of poor composure. They defended so well the last couple of minutes to the Gorillas.
They just had to see the quarter out then.
Rosenbrock's having his right foot strapped, which means I think he'll be back out for the second half. Been pretty important. Westerberg against Wolbers. Westerberg grabs the footy but lost it as he got to the ground level. Fiddler almost thrown out. Goal! What a tackle!
And that was Dirksen.
He's just come streaming in off half forward. Bit of a team lift up, maybe. Got to get it inside forward 50.
He's a great user of the ball, Dirksen.
Oh, and that's centimetre perfect to Fiddler.
Huge tackle.
Is he a chance from here, do you think,
Yeah,
Jocker?
look, he's one of those unpredictable. He's one of those unpredictable players at times, but he's likely to go back and kick this goal.
Well, there's a siren for half-time.
Well, let's hope so, because it'll be huge going into half-time.
After a brilliant bit of individual play from Zach Dirksen, Hugh Fiddler kicked one this quarter. Just outside 50 or on 50. Fiddler's shot for goal is taken by the wind straight away. Didn't really look good ever. Out of bounds on the full. So, half-time here at Hickey Park. A much more even second quarter. Aspley getting one late courtesy of Joel Lee. Puts the margin back out to 34 points. Quickly, I'll do the goal kickers for Aspley. Got 3 for Connor Stackelberg, 2 for Thomas Watson. Singles to William O'Dwyer, Batchelor, Lee, and Wolbers. And you've got Grange's goal kickers there.
No, I haven't got Grange's, but we've got one to Humphreys, one to Fiddler.
Fiddler Dirksen. I think I've got Matheson for one. He kicked the opening one of this term, and Humphreys. It was about a quarter from the Gorillas. They lifted their pressure around the footy. Just a couple of moments of poor decision making. That goal to Lee on the cusp of half time puts the margin where you'd think Aspley would be pretty comfortable with 34 points going into this break. But we've seen the best of Grange is more than enough today. They're just going to have to come out, get the margin to 2 or 3 goals at three-quarter time and set themselves up for a ripping final term.
Yeah, let's hope we get a really close third quarter contest going into the last quarter and see if we can get across the line here at Hickey Park.
We're going to take a break, but please do join us from the second for the second half action.
doing a rematch. Rematch where he's playing like that.
I know, I got some tickets out here, you guys. Come on. 3 for 10, 8 for 20. Yeah, I got him. How many do you want?
Oh, I put 3 for 10.
3 for 10, and I wish you all the luck in the world. That's 2 of them. Yeah, well, that's double the chances, so you can't be angry at that. Oh, yes, you'll be eating well. You want 3? I reckon we're going for record sales here, Rhino. We're on a roll.
Well, we don't watch Elf every week, huh?
Hey?
We don't watch Elf every week.
No, I know.
Just
I'd rather
sell
be out
raffle
there.
tickets.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is my punishment, yeah. What about you up there? You want a chance for me, Trey? You sure? You can film it. Welcome back to Hickey Park. Again, apologies, my voice isn't the best today. We're coming to you live thanks to Double Take Sports, our production partner, bringing on YouTube AFL Queensland. Second half, going to start in about a minute or two here. Aspley, a dominant first quarter, much more even in the second. Beautiful individual goal to Joel Lee on half-time for the Hornets. The margin back out at 34 points. A few quick scores from around the ground. In the QAFL, Labrador leading Palm Beach by 26 points at half-time. Maroochydore leading Surfers. It's a game very important for sixth spot by 8 points. Morningside inaccurate leading Broady by 19. Redland 50 points up, or Redland Victoria points, sorry. 50 points up over Mount Gravatt, and Noosa at home leading Sherwood by 26 points. And then very quickly in the QAFL W, thanks to Bond University. Finals action today in the third quarter. Southport lead Aspley 40-7. And in the elimination final, Bond 6-5-41, Cooperoo 1-1-7. I know it was 7-7 at one point. So Bond looking like they'll play Aspley at the moment next week. Umpire, ball up in the air. We are underway in this second half. Tex Corwa up against Will Walbers. A good battle in the ruck. Walbers following up. Hand pass to Harker on his left foot. Swings it up to half forward. Oh, good mark coming out at Lanthos. Captain for the day, number 9. Left foot. It's McGuinness. Matheson, who saw Grange's pressure was better in the second quarter. They started to move the ball around the ground a bit better. Gone backwards here from Lanthos' mark, and no gain. I probably lost about 20 metres. Cora.
Gordon the Corowa. I'm back.
Cora. Stocker, good to have you. You have to pronounce me with Cora's last name. It's a bit of a doozy for me.
Corowa, Rosenbrock, who drops what he should have taken, but second effort was big, and he's going to tie it up.
And it's good to see him back because he looked a little bit proppy coming on after half-time, and I think he had a bit more attention. I think it's that right ankle. See, he's limping there as he goes out to Harker. Cora, well, does well. Follows up second effort, which was a big change for the Gorillas in the second quarter. Their pressure around the football and their work rate, particularly those of their midfielders, got them back into the contest. Players on their haunches already. It's been a taxing game. First versus fourth.
He wins it, and he's tackled. He's wrapped up by Oscar Stewart. It's a great tackle.
He's wearing number 68 today, Oscar Stewart. The umpire's going to take this ball up right to the boundary line, but then throws it back in.
McGuinness.
Walbers
sends...
Matheson clean, hand pass intercepted. Lanthos wanted to get back on his left, and that kick was going to stay in the field of play just before going out. There is no way you can call that deliberate, Cody Stackelberg. He was appealing to the umpire, but it was all in vain. There's a boundary throw in, just about centre of the ground. It's a great crowd in here today at Hickey Park. Great to see so many young kids as well. That head out, perfect. Lonergan, Harker, stabs a kick inside. Good defence there. Fazeldine fumbled. Turned by Hayden. Lonergan pokes the kick poorly in the end. Pretty simple kick. Lanthos shoves Payne to the ground. Hand pass to Matheson. He'd like it again. Matheson does well. Back to Lanthos. Rosenbrock on his non-preferred. Swings the kick up nicely to the wing. Stewart. Westerberg hasn't really had any opportunities forward to the footy today.
Stewart now.
Does well. Breaks through. Assesses his options. Kick needs to be advantageous from behind. Humphreys.
Great
Play
grab.
on.
Dirksen.
Oh, it's going to be a free kick for a push.
Ooh.
Some days you get away with those. Some days you don't. Oh, and it's 50.
Oh.
So Jordan Arnold, one of the two co-captains for the Hornets.
And the crowd aren't happy with that 50-metre penalty, and rightly so.
Oh, bad drop. Back to Arnold. Come wide here to Saunders. Oh, Lonergan. I think he wanted a 50, but that was not forthcoming. Just pokes it in. Cody Stackelberg. Lifts the leg. Wolbers.
Geez, he's hard to handle one-on-one, isn't he?
Yeah. I would say him and Tom Hickey would be a brilliant matchup to watch. I saw Hickey dominate a game up at Domino's Park in Maroochydore early in the year.
He's been great for the competition.
I think he could be playing AFL level still. It's great to see him in the QAFL. Matheson sharks that head out. Sends a kick up to the wing. Westerberg tries to tap it on Fiddler. And a good kick by Brown. I shouldn't have to look at the team sheet. He's called his name a lot.
Anderson drives Aspley forward.
And just pokes one inside. Is that Lee? The last goal of the first half. Yeah, it is. John Lee from Mount Gravatt. I think there's two former Mount Gravatt players. Dane McDonald being the other one in Aspley's lineup today. So Lee directly in front. Kick will have to go the best part of 52, 53 metres. Steady approach. Tell you what, that's a really good kick. He made that look really easy. That was a 55-metre kick.
Finish.
And great start for the visitors. That's what they'll be wanting. Not so much for the Gorillas. Margins back to what it was at quarter time. And even 40 points. Second goal for Jolie. He's got the last two in the game. Just that inside kick. Foot skills by Aspley have been very good today. Rosenbrock making his way back to the interchange gates. He looks a bit proppy still. What lift can they get from Matheson in the middle? Wolbers the hit out. Look to follow up, put a Shepherd on. Corwa does well, hand pass. And then McGuinness, sorry.
He's had some good moments, McGuinness, in this game.
Yep. Corwa does very well. Oh, feigns and then back to a teammate. His second and third efforts as a ruckman have been exceptional today.
Fiddler just got caught behind, but he's found his way back in front and wins that footy, Hugh Fiddler.
And good composure.
He's found bowls.
Where's Westerberg?
True centre forward position, gets onto that left foot, he drives it forward, looking for Westenberg.
Oh, drops one he probably should have taken, I would have thought. He did really well there, Westerberg.
Generally swallows those up, big Westy.
He's been good in the ruck today. It's been a really good battle in the ruck, I actually think. I've been fairly influential when whoever's been dominating the ruck probably controlled the game. Westerberg, he'll want to get 40, or now that he is 40, get a couple of goals. He's in the ruck here. Wolbers, Fazaldine. Ball's on the ground, Stewart. Ball up. So I think they've got a spare around the footy here. Aspley and Corber's about 50 metres down the line. It's Farry Lane, a good tackle. Umpire happy to let play go on. Faden, Rains.
He's locked up.
Tough game. Really tough game. Tackling from both sides been very good. A lot of big bodies. Wolbers. Oh, good hand pass, Payne. McGregor caught out of position. Hill. Wanted to go short. Still got it short. Oh. Tried to make it look better than what it was, but this will work for the Hornets, I think. Lee. Good vision wide. Inside forward 50 they go. Fazaldine was knocked to the ground in a bump. Monaghan, Templeton.
That's that fast ball movement that Aspley brought in the first quarter.
Very good foot skills. Took it from one side of the ground right in front of us here all the way out to the other. It's got to be very hard to defend. Mulbers is coming to the bench for a rest. It's Templeton, 48, the left footer. Kick looks right. Mark on the line. Hill Inboard, Cody Stackelberg. Just really good kicking from the Hornets. They're always in a dangerous or relevant position too. Cody Stackelberg, kick from about 30, slide angle. Very casual approach, but gets the goal. It's his first of the day. Margin's now out to 46 points. Last 3 goals of the game going the way of the Hornets. Fiddlers into the middle.
Bowles comes through a spell. Bailey Gordon goes back on.
Templeton, Stackelberg, the goal kicker, and Payne. And then Bachelor's in the ruck. Good bounce. Bachelor the hit out. Templeton the clearance. The half forward.
Pettigrew in front.
Tried to kick it off the ground. Didn't go anywhere.
Arton comes out and he wins it. He finds Gus McFadgen by hand. He's out there in the far out back half back flank. Gets it up towards the wing position. Pettigrew overruns it. The Hornets win it back.
They're not clean. So now the Gorillas on centre wing far side and they fumble the ball. Actually, it's gone out of bounds on the full. Umpire wants him to give the ball to Lonergan, I think. To McDonald. Saunders, sorry. Worsley Black. Co-captain Arnold. Crawley goes longer. Myers. Pokes one of the free play. McGregor's going to come from behind and punch it out over the boundary line.
Great ball by Marley.
And Harker's gone to McGregor. And McGregor needs to get back. I think he's going down on Hill. Go down there and man that up. Corwa and Bachelor. No one got a tap. Ball bounced in. Templeton. Payne. High one inside forward. 50 McGregor.
Worked under it by Hill. McFadgen gets back there. Finds Jack Misford.
Sets his teammate a real task
It's a
out.
foot race here.
Oh, well done.
Joel Budrick wins that one. Great handball. He gets it back to 1-2, but Stackelberg is right on him.
How's the umpire going to see this? Holding the ball.
I'm not sure how that had been holding the ball. He took possession and he got ran down straight away.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. There was no prior opportunity there.
I don't know whether actually they needed to give that hand pass back. It's probably a good chance to assess the option because the hand pass was weighted. And as you said, as soon as he got the ball, he was wrapped up by Stackelberg. The ball's been moved around. It's basically back where the free kick originally was. The short one, Templeton. Left foot. Sees something that he likes. His kick's not great. Hill, McGregor. Boundary line. Nearly 13 minutes gone in this third quarter. Aspley the 2 goals. Only one to score. Grange have really struggled going left of screen. Bachelor grabs it out of the ruck. Feeds out a hand pass. Kick goes high. Not 15. Fiddler with the fist and then the tackle. And ball up. And he's grabbed by about 3 Aspley blokes.
There's a bit of heat out there.
Yeah, a bit of a brawl. Umpire's not going to waste any time. He's just going to throw it up. Small play, and then they break immediately as the ball's broken up. Aspley with the clearance, kick to space. Stackelberg, Connor, knocked down.
It was really good then, Budrick, but he's just turned it over there.
McDonald bursting through, finding a bit of space out in the path of Stackelburn. Gathered, spins onto his right, and his shot on goal scrapes in for a behind. It's just those sort of nearly moments for the Gorillas today. Like Budrick, brilliant defence, but then the hand pass is the turnover.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of those. Fair bit of pressure out there today. Like, well, the second quarter, especially the start of the third quarter, you know, the pressure from both sides upped. So we've actually got the game's actually a contest now. Apart from that first quarter, the game's actually a good contest.
Matheson feeds Rosenbrock, but he's wrapped up straight away. You know, if Grange had started the game like they did in the second quarter,
we'd be looking at a different ball game.
I think so. Oh,
and that should be a free kick.
And it is a free kick.
100% it is.
Not the best tackle from Cody Stackelberg.
Dumped him on his head again.
I think Grange's best is good enough, but as we know with Aspley having won the last two premierships, you've got to do it for 4 quarters.
100% you do.
Fiddler just lifts the leg, looking for Korwa, and he's spoiled by his own teammate in the end. Henderson, McDonald, Humphreys wrapped up.
Yep.
But that's okay. Stoppage will do. I don't know, they've gone forward inside 50 the last 10 minutes, the Gorillas. So they'll be wanting to do so here. Payne, McDonald, Arnold.
McFadgen.
Good hand pass.
Yeah, he's got Dirks in here.
One in the goal square. Long hand pass to Westerberg, and he's going to kick the easiest of goals.
Well done there by Wilson Grange.
Really good play from McFadgen, I think it was.
And that's all started back with Hugh Fiddler once again.
Winning the free kick. Then the stoppage, even Humphreys, a nice little bit of play
He's been
to
good
lay the
Humphreys in his
tackles.
debut. He's been really good.
Is he 18, 19?
17.
Against the reigning premiers. He's more than held his own. But yeah, really like McFadgen coming off. And, you know, just capitalising again on a rare Aspley error in the back half of the ground. Not sure who that long hand pass was by to Westerberg, but that was a brilliant hand pass, almost as good as a kick. And a bit of forward pressure from Grange, which we probably haven't seen a lot of. We've seen it a lot from Aspley.
Well, their forward line pressure was really good in the second quarter. They locked the footy inside their forward 50 a lot in the second quarter, which just when Aspley could find their way through. That's what Aspley always cause you damage when they can find their way through because they're so good by foot.
There's Henderson for the Hornets. And a stoppage. Westerberg's hit the goal. He's into the ruck. I think Fiddler's gone a full forward. Matheson's around this footy. Good hit out. Templeton, left foot. Very reliable. Good spoil. Bowles. Matheson. Arms up. Good releasing hand pass.
Been really good today, Matheson.
Rosenbrock.
Is that Bowles out there running? Still it is too, and he's going to get on the back on the left foot. He's going to drive Grange inside forward 50.
Not his best kick, but it works out.
Oh, spot on. It's hit Fazaldine lace out. What are you talking about?
Oh, Westerberg got a bit of separation and couldn't
tunneling,
quite take the mark. And the non-controlling umpire agrees with you, Docker. And I think that's Westerberg on the ground. He's not in the best way after that. But brilliant play. All started back at half-back with Matheson. And, yeah, I'm still going to contend that that's not Bowles' intended target with the kick, but really good from Fazaldine. And then his kick was really good. And the work by Westerberg just to get the separation from his opponent. You know, he had a good 5 or 6 metres. Maybe, you know, the kick wasn't the best one going inside forward 50. Probably in the air just a second too long or half a second too long. But much better ball movement.
Well, it's pretty...
Actually, it's Fiddler, sorry.
The tunneling's very dangerous, you know, and that's obviously hurt Huey Fiddler there.
He's very ginger.
Just wonder whether they'll have a look at that one.
He should get the margin to 35 if he were to convert. He's got one today, Hugh Fiddler. His kick.
It's offline.
Is to the right.
Wilson Grange, 5 goals, 3-33 to 11-7-73. A much needed goal, that one. Just ruled a couple of opportunities. Now Grange.
Brown to Lonergan. Crawley. I can't see that one, sorry. But in the back pocket, the Hornets, they've got numbers if they want to switch. Poked up to McDonald. Switch is still on. Wesley Black pointing quite vigorously to his teammates with where he wants to deliver the ball. And in the end, he kicks it to about 3 Grange players. Good hand pass back.
Gordon to Misford. To
Ball in
Hart.
trouble.
He's taken high.
And yeah, the umpire was right there actually. Saw it. Good positioning by the umpire there. Because so often those ones you can kind of miss because you just can't see it, but the umpire did well, and that kick's touched. Lonergan a good fist, and follows up, knocked out. Follows up, that's a good third effort from him. And in the end, a stoppage. Matheson's around this footy, as is Templeton. Got a couple spare behind the football. Just off the back of the stoppage, Aspley. Trying to see where Grange's spare is. I think it's Rosenbrock. He went to punch the ball, missed it completely. Got the clearance kick from behind. It was the Grange player calling a good mark. Wanted to go short about 2 times. It's still there in McDonald, but he doesn't want it. He sends it up to half forward. Oh, Mark. Great second effort. Is that Lee? I think it's Hill.
Yeah, it's Hill.
Just had an uninterrupted run at the football.
Took a couple of bites, but he brought it down.
It's going to take his full 30 seconds. No goals today yet so far for Raymond Hill. Number 29 makes his way in. And his shot is left. And very left. Not, in fact, registering a score. Well, it will after it was punched through. So I'll give it to him on the scorebook. Margin back to 41. Not much to go in with the kick in.
Bowles to bring it back in. He comes to the commentary side where he finds
Oh.
Westenberg. Worked his man out. He was unlucky not to take that.
I thought he did really well,
he
but
done
yeah.
done a great job. Brought it ground. We'll get a stoppage.
I think as Bowles dropped back to half back.
Yeah, and he might have. I'll have to try and pick it up. But no, he might have just been taking the kick outs from playing on the wing.
He's in fact laying this tackle here. I don't mind him taking a kick out because he's got a nice left foot. He's a good ball, good decision maker as well. Just need a little bit more creativity off half back. And that ball's come off Westerberg's face. And it's gone out. So we'll have a throw in. Matheson's dropped deep as a forward. And the crowd's arguing about that. I would argue that it came off Westerberg's face as opposed to him hitting it out. He's tried to volley it out of the right. Great collect from Rosenbrock. And he's had to lay a tackle on Lee, who's been really good since quarter time. Myers gets a kick away over the top. Stackelberg, Connor kicks it 30 metres outside of his forward 50. He followed, is that Budrick on him? Been a good contest between the two today.
They've had a great contest, Budrick and Stackelberg.
Oh, Harker went to get one team, got one fend in, but not the second.
And Misford takes the free kick. Looks at the switch, he finds Bowles. Is it? No, it's Gus McFadden. He's got Zach Dirksen out here wide. Probably need to release the kick a little bit earlier. He's now 2-on-1. Dirko, he's going to have to take this one out. And he does.
You said earlier, Docker, that McFadden had played Allies. Was that this year?
Yeah, no, he did play Allies this year. Him and Billy Richardson. Both Grange juniors.
I think they've got a blood rule. It's Daniel Henderson making his way off. And Macaulay Lonergan will come on for him. So, I think they stay alive. Grange, well, they need the next one, without a doubt.
They'll be kicking with the breeze in the last quarter.
The ball's forward of centre for him now.
He's Humphries, the first gamer.
Good
He's
2 or
done
3
really well.
efforts.
Yeah,
Good
he's
gather,
done
Stewart.
Really well. And that's just that finishing stuff we've been talking about on numerous times today. They've done the hard work, but it's the execution.
So Westerberg's into the ruck for Grange. Wilbur's been very good all day. Oh, there's it on there, Lee and Fiddler. Wilbur's the hit out. Good gather. McGuinness. Umpire tosses it straight up. Wilbur's and Westerberg. Wilbur's fends the tackle off. Gets a hand pass away in the nick of time. Lonergan went the feint.
That's a great
Tackled.
tackle.
How's the umpire see this? Ooh, ball up. Wilbur's front position. Always going to win that hit out. Oh, Fiddler. Probably a lazy hand pass.
He put Bailey Gordon under a bit of pressure there.
Just hasn't had a lot of space today, Gordon, or a lot of time.
No.
He's been wrapped up as soon as he's got the ball. He goes to Harker. Well, he's Lonergan now, actually. He's going to get it, and he's got no time and space. Oh, and he's broken the fence.
That's just unwarranted by Harkin then. It's just, when the player's going that hard towards the bench, I'll just pull him up. Like,
It's almost dangerous.
Yeah,
because
no, it is
he's
dangerous.
not-
It's just really silly.
He's just knocked the top of one of the little panels off. You know,
Yeah.
you can almost cut your hand on that
Yeah.
now that it's off.
Yeah.
They need to do something
It's
about
not-
that. That's dangerous for the rest of the game, sorry, as
Yeah.
Wilbers throws Westerberg out.
That's not tough by Harkin then. It's not tough football at all.
I reckon they're going to have to take that fence panel out. Anyway, sorry, back to the game. Westerberg with the ball. Got to be careful. Watson around it. Didn't even lay a finger on Westerberg, and his kicks landed out of bounds on the full. A couple of club helpers trying to get this fence back in, but I reckon they're better off taking it out. Oh no, they've knocked it back in. Well done. So, half back, McDonald. Just going to go long down the line. Good kick, best part of 45 metres, and good mark. It's a good mark, Thomas Watson. Haven't really seen him since quarter time. Kick 2 in the first. Not a good kick into the middle of the ground. Good intercept by McGuinness. A chance for Grange to go quickly. Fazaldine was asked a lot going back with the flight of the footy. No one can get it cleanly. Stewart knocks it on. Inside forward 50 go the Gorillas. McDonald gets there first. Breaks one tackle. Feeds a hand pass out to Hayden. Gat dances back inside. Doesn't have a lot to go to, so he's got to go long the half forward. Stackelberg's going to have to come from behind. Great fist from Lanthos, the double
Lanthos
fist.
is
And
brilliant
then
there,
he's
Lanthos.
followed up. Kicked to Humphrey from behind. Batchelor, or might have been Arnold, taken down in a 3-man tackle. The Grange player was, and that's probably the quickest we've seen the ball go and end in this ground.
Yeah, that was really good by Dan Lantos then. The
Yeah.
spoil, the follow-up.
I reckon they need to be a chance. Grange need to be within 5 goals at three-quarter time. And even then,
But they could do it, though, from 5 goals down at three-quarter time.
unfortunately for them at the moment, they're 41 points down. So I think they need 2 this quarter. The ball's only going about a metre forward for them then.
And it's probably not going to be long quarters. 27 minutes gone now.
We've only had 3 goals.
3 goals kicked. So
A lot more stoppages, though, this quarter. Cora, Harker, can't gather it. Matheson, it jumps onto Harker. Pull up. Well, do you think they could do it from 6?
Oh, look, going off the second quarter, well, they kicked, was it 4 goals to 2 in the second quarter or something like that? It was.
4 to 3.
4 to
Did have the
3,
shot late after half-time, after
Yeah,
the siren.
And they had a couple of missed opportunities. So, yeah, they're in it.
It had to be near perfect football. McDonald, inside forward 50. Oh, he's worked so hard. Payne, I think, drops the mark, though. Lanthos with a bit of time. Zach Gordon, Reigns. Arnold more worried about the man. Fazaldine needs to get rid of it. Fiddler over the top. Stewart inside forward 50 they go. It's not a bad kick actually. It'll carry out the back. Crawley, Humphreys. Can he be clean? Hand pass. Back to Farry. Snap. Goal. Touched. That's really good defensive pressure. Might have been Crawley. I actually thought they worked that out perfectly in the end, Grange, in a 3-on-2, but I couldn't see who got the touch, and whoever did saved a goal.
Humphries has been really good in his first game.
He doesn't look out of place for a 17-year-old playing against the reigning premiers. That nearly might be out of bounds on the full, because I don't think the kicker ran out.
Harry Wilson cuts it off.
Probably needs to go quickly. I reckon they're running out of time. Matheson, 55, out from goal. Quickly swings it into the pockets. Oh, mark dropped. Gathers, turns, spins around. Shot on goal. It's going to be wide across the face. It's still in the field of play. He's going to get smashed in this tackle. And it went out of bounds, except the umpire paid a free kick for high. Brown. Long kick up to the wing. Hornets got the... Well, they were outnumbered. Good mark taken, though, by Pepin coming at the footy. Works himself into trouble and then gets it out. McGregor nearly gave up the mark. But then basically reached into Watson's pocket and knocked the footy out. So 29 minutes gone. If Grange can get one.
And we're looking at the deficit in the scoreboard, 40 points is what the quarter time score was.
Payne. Not a great kick from Cody Stackelberg.
Bowls on all fours. Pepin goes through and it's tied up.
Oh, cool. Great hit out. Payne onto it, though. Hand pass. Oh, not a great kick from Connor Stackelberg. Gordon. Again, no real time and space. Good hand pass. Releases the teammate.
Farry.
Through the middle of the ground, over the top. This might work. Can Fazeldine get it? He does. Oh, got the fend off high. Inside forward 50. Now, what's happened here? I think we've got an Aspley free kick for high on Leighton Brown. I don't know who gave it away.
Yeah, Humphries gave it away.
Ought to be a good learning moment for the young man, because his team was on there. Oh, and we've also got a blood rule now. I think that's McFadgen coming. Oh, and Stewart's just run straight onto the field, not worried about the interchange gates. So he's going to have to run 30 metres to get to the gates. Then he's going to have to run 30 metres at least to pan up an opponent. Well, actually, they're going to send Westerberg on. And he's not going to need to wait because he can come straight on the blood rule. Took over 31 minutes. It's been our longest quarter today, even though we've only had the 3 goals kicked.
You could probably move off the ground a little bit quicker there, Gus, but...
Probably give everyone a moment to catch their breath. It's been a cloudy day in Brisbane. No rain. Blustery conditions, I think. Or maybe not, because I can't see the flag moving. But the footy's definitely swirled around in the air. Aspley just killing a bit of time here. Moving it by foot. Their work rate off the ball is quite impressive to watch. It's a kick high up to the wing. Heaps of players fly. No one really got a good hand or fist to it, and in the end, it goes out over the boundary line. This has been all day. One-on-ones all around the ground. Westerberg and Batchelor in the ruck. Out the back. Good body position by Aspley. Clearance is a scrappy kick. To the top of the 50. Good gather. Tried the hand pass over the top. Templeton. Fed a teammate. Broke a tackle. Got a hand pass away in the nick of time. Payne. Templeton. Feeding a hand pass. Oh, good tackle. But out of bounds. The Grange player appealing for a free kick for holding the ball. Points the margin. 33 minutes gone, third quarter. Batchelor burst free. Great hit out down the throat of a teammate. Has a shot on the pocket as the siren goes. And it's touched through for a behind. So, a bit of an arm wrestle that quarter. Ball moved around the ground. A lot of stoppages. Well, only the 3 goals. 2 to Grange. 2 to Aspley. 1 to Grange. Goal kickers for Aspley. 3 to Connor Stackelberg. 2 each to Joel Lee and Thomas Watson. Singles to Cody Stackelberg, Willow Dwyer, Brandon Batchelor, and Will Wolbers. For Grange, just singles. 5 goal kickers. We've got Hugh Fiddler, Zach Westerberg, Zachary Dirksen, Reese Matheson, and Blair Humphreys. It's going to take one almighty effort from the Wilston Grange Gorillas to win this game, but I think as we see in football these days, almost anything's possible. So we're going to take a break, and please do join us for the final quarter from Hickey Park in a few minutes. Welcome to the home of QAFL live stream action here on YouTube at the AFL Queensland channel. Thanks to our production partners in Double Take Sports, bringing you live QAFL action today from Hickey Park, match of the round. First place, Aspley Hornets, 11-9-75, leading the home team in fourth, Wilston Grange, 5-4-34. 6 goal to none opening term for the Hornets is basically the margin. It's 40 points at half time, at quarter time. It was 34 at half time. Now it's out to 41, although Wilston Grange are going to the scoring end. Quick look at the scores from around the grounds for those of you that have been following just this game. Cracking game down in Palm Beach into the last quarter. I think they've just started. Labrador leading by 3 points. Bit of a comeback from the home side. Maroochydore travelling away to the Gold Coast, leading Surfers by 11 points, and that vital matchup for 6th spot. Morningside comfortably now over Broadbeach by 9 goals. Redland Victoria Point also leading comfortably over Mount Gravatt, and Sherwood mounted a bit of a comeback against Noosa. Margin is 4 points as they start the last quarter. And in the Bond University QAFL W final series, Southport defeating Aspley by 22 points in the preliminary final. So Southport will go through to the grand final, and Bond University comfortably accounting for Cooperoo by 9 goals. So they'll face Aspley next week in a do or die preliminary final. We've got spots to play for in the QAFL here. Last quarter underway. Holbers and Claw. It's been a great ruck battle all day. Actually, I know in the AFL as well, North Melbourne leading by 2 goals against West Coast. And I think the Giants might have just picked the lead back up the last quarter, time on against Brisbane. Try and bring live updates as the Grange win the clearance inside forward 50. They go Dirks into Fiddler. Good take. That's almost Matthew Lloyd-like. Hugh Fiddler, very sticky hands. He took that at pace and at a height too. And it's a long way back for Wilston Grange. But if they just got the first goal here, we've seen heaps of funny things happen in football. You've just missed a great mark. Matthew Lloyd, like I called it, Docker.
I didn't miss it, don't you worry.
Fiddler's shot on goal. Fades right.
A couple of crucial misses.
Yeah, 1 goal, 2. Just quickly, the Giants now by 12 points. 27 and a half minutes into the last quarter. They've kicked 5 goals. Could be a crucial, well, they're all crucial games in the AFL because the 8 is so hotly contested at the moment. I think North are going to get their 4th win of the year against West Coast down south. Out of defensive 50 go Aspley, and in the end Harker will lay a tackle on Matheson and will have a ball up. Always holds a spot, holds a space, taps it down in front, Henderson. The Hornets, plenty of time. Risky kick in defence. Fiddler almost got a hand to it. Well done, Saunders.
Just around the grounds in the State League, Palm Beach 110 to Labrador 20. And Maroochydore 75, beating Surfers Paradise 31.
Brown.
That's actually the Colts.
Maroochydore are leading Surfers, I know, by about 2 goals. A kick inside forward 50, Lanthos.
Let's have a look at the...
Well, I've got a feeling if I'm going off a bit of a live ladder, you might be wanting Labrador to get home.
Yeah, Labrador are beating Palm Beach by 9 points. And Maroochydore are beating Surface by a couple of goals. And Morningside are 60 points up on Broadbeach.
That'd make it, if those results were to stay that way, as the kick comes into the middle of the ground, Connor Stackelberg juggles it 2 times before holding it. Wheels on his right foot inside 50. Free players lining up everywhere. Sorry. And... yeah, it's a free kick for front on contact. It'll be a shot on goal for the Hornets. I think it's Brandon Batchelor. It was really all the Wilston Grange player could do. And it's a 50-metre penalty. And I reckon it's because there must have been a bit of carry-on. That wasn't a mark, so it had to be a free kick. And there must have been a bit of a carry-on. It was a professional free kick. But...
Noosa Tigers are 4 points up on Sherwood, up at Noosa.
There's a bit of a comeback as well, I think, from Sherwood. They were down by a few goals. So Batchelor, no one on the goal line, just cruises in for the easiest of goals. His first of the day and the first of the final quarter. Sorry, second of the day. I think he kicked one in the third there. So if Labrador hold on against Palm Beach, I'm just looking at next week's fixtures.
Labrador might jump. They might jump Surfers Paradise if Surfers get beat by Maroochydore.
Yeah, they will. They've got better percentage. Wilston Grange will stay in fourth. Redland Victoria Point will stay in third. Their percentage will increase today because they're going to win quite comfortably. And then there are some very interesting matchups next week. Aspley play Palm Beach at home. Labrador host Redland Victoria Point. Maroochydore have Morningside up on the coast. Wilston Grange are going up to Noosa.
And who does Surfers Paradise have?
They have Sherwood at home.
Okay.
But Sherwood have claimed a couple of scalps this year. And I think that's why Maroochydore are in contention, because they knocked off Aspley at Aspley a couple of weeks ago.
Well, Palm Beach beat Aspley at the start of the year too.
And I think that one, if I'm not mistaken, as we have a ball up, Matheson and Payne was a big comeback. Must have been 40 or 50 points at one stage.
He's Corowa out of the ruck. He's been great today, Corowa. Drives Grange forward. Fiddler at the front spot.
McGregor.
He's been held there.
Well, he's tripped and pushed. So he'll have a chance to kick, have a shot on goal.
There's an Aspley player down here and just forward to centre.
Is it Payne? Was it? I can't see, sorry. I forget we don't have numbers on the front of the jerseys. I think it is Payne. Number 23.
Yeah, he's Payne.
McGregor. His kick is not bad. It's coming back, but not soon enough. Very relaxed kicking style, Marley McGregor. Payne has waved the trainer away. And the Hornets are going to bring the ball out to us here, commentary box side.
Hartung wins it, and he's locked up.
So what can Wilston Grange hope to get out of this last quarter?
Oh, look, the game's been pretty even for the last, for the second and third quarters. It's the first quarter of the blowout that's really cost them here. And so they've just got to maintain what they're doing at the moment. Like, they've got to stay competitive.
McGregor. Oh, sorry, it's Matheson, McGregor, then Fiddler in the shot from, the near impossible shot.
So for three quarters, they know they can go, if they can finish off this quarter strongly, they know they can go after the best team in the competition for three out of the four quarters, right? So you've got to find the positives out of the negatives.
Well, I just think, as a bit of a neutral, that this QAFL competition is by no means a foregone conclusion. It is very, very even between the top 4 or 5 sides this year.
Yep. Aspley were elite in that first quarter.
Yes.
They were elite.
And they dominated territory as well. Inside forward 50s, couldn't not miss a target, basically. But I think, as they did to Broadbeach 2 years ago, you can get anyone on their day.
Yes.
On your day, and I think Wilston Grange is...
We showed that last year in our final series, when we went
that
down,
was, yeah.
We went down to Surface and we went to Broadbeach,
Was it extra time as well?
The Surface one was where there was a bad concussion of Jack Campbell, but we got him. But no, the Broadbeach one, we were down by 25 points halfway through the last quarter and we got up and beat them.
That's right.
And then even in the prelim final with Redlands, we were in at the half time or even halfway through the third quarter. So there's, we can mix it with the best of them. There's no doubt about that.
Harker to McDonald, and the kick up to a stoppage. Rosenbrock overran it, went back and got it, and the umpire's going to call the ball up. Just confirming that, the Giants are going to jump into second spot, winning by 3 goals against the Lions. Don't want to say it's an upset because the AFL season's so close. I don't know how Matheson has won that clearance and kicked it 30 metres forward. He did it with just one hand. McGregor went hard, so did Lee. I should know by now that he's number 25, Lee. I've had to call his name a lot today. He's been really good.
Done some really good things.
Especially since the second quarter. Yep. I tell you, I've never been to Wilston Grange on a Saturday before, Docker, but it's been great to see the amount of raffles going on and the kids and the club players, I'm assuming, helping with that.
Yeah, they're doing... Cora takes it out of the ruck. He done really well.
Oh, it's hard.
Rosenbrock.
Humphries is around it.
Cora was there. Aspley
Brown.
clear. So every year the Grange under 11s go to Melbourne on a trip.
Yep.
And all the parents and stuff go too. And so yeah, I can see that they've got the barbecue and the tents when you walk in. They're raising money for the under 11s trip to Melbourne, which they do every year. And it's a really big tradition. It's been going on for a long time. Tomo, the junior president, does a great job with this sort of stuff.
So what does that trip involve or comprise?
Oh, look, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but the parents go down and the kids go down. I think they stay at one of the schools down there, and it's just it's a real bonding session for it, and it sort of, you know, in junior footy through those age groups, those things stick, and it keeps your squads together, moving through all up in the age groups as you move up, but apparently the stories that come out of there are really good, and so yeah, Tomo does a really good job with that stuff.
Do you know off the top of your head how many local Grange players are there in the lineup today that played juniors?
Well, you've got...
I'll put you on the spot here. I'll give you a moment. I'll call the action here as McDonald's got the ball. Bit of a floaty kick. And now a contest. Oh, clean at ground level, but the hand pass was cut off. Good pressure by Grange. Ball up. Just about centre wing. Lights are on. Only about 50% capacity at the moment.
There's 7 Grange juniors out there at the moment.
And that's really good for Queensland football.
Yep.
Because that's what we want. We want kids going from Auskick to junior footy to youth footy. As Aspley now through the middle of the ground. Kick out in front. Cody Stackelberg tackled, holding the ball. You know, Auskick, junior footy, youth footy, India Colts, India seniors and reserves. And like the reserves for Wilston Grange will play finals. I know Aspley won the reserves premiership last year. Bit of an upset against Broadbeach.
Look, Grange are in the top 4 at the moment in all three grades, and so you know, like the club's going in a really good direction, and you know, the future's pretty bright. So
good mark, juggling that, or second Hartung, or pokes it. That's got to be the minimum 15 and 50 metres. Just unnecessary, I thought, there from Daniel Henderson. And he's going straight to the bench. So Fiddler will have the opportunity to kick his second.
He's played a great game today, Hugh Fiddler.
He's someone like McGregor. He's just always centre of attention, I think.
I think Marley Gregory's played well today. I think he's you know, Aspley's inside 50s have been really good today.
Yep.
You know, like they've found a lot of targets.
Their disposal efficiency would be very high.
They give their forwards the best opportunity.
I think Grange's pressure has been better since quarter time.
It's been a lot better.
Fiddler, high ball drop, and it's not the best looking kick, but it's not going to matter. He's got his second. Kind of just floated it through in the end. He's got 2. In fact, he's got 2-2. Wilston Grange 6-6-42. Aspley 12-9-81. Nearly 12 minutes gone in this final quarter.
So the scores have been neck and neck since quarter time.
You cannot afford to give a team like Aspley a 6-goal head start, though.
No, you can't. And for some reason, we've done. It's not the first time it's happened, believe it or not.
Well, it seems to be about a similar margin to when they played last in round 5.
Yep.
And I mean, that's it. Since quarter time, it's 6 goals apiece. Walbers, McGregor into the ruck, ran early. Walbers got the clearance. It's a scrappy kick. Lonergan wrapped up by Lanthos. Oh, great release in hand pass. Templeton. Stackelberg was kind of held out of it. Well defended in the end. I think that's Westerberg's.
It's Misford, Jack Misford.
Oh, sorry, Misford with the intercept mark, but Westerberg, I thought, held Stackelberg well. They're looking for him again. No, they won't. That's not a great kick over the top. Myers, the number 1, keeps the ball in play. Has a shot on goal. The snap is really good.
That's a great goal.
And Ethan Myers, that's close to goal of the day from the boundary line. Response for Aspley. Margin out to 45. Coach Adrian Pilgrim will be quite impressed with his charges today. Just be looking to finish this game off with a strong final 15 minutes. I see that Wilston Grange, well, Brent Maloney's kind of thrown the magnets around a bit in this last quarter.
Yeah, you see McGregor's gone forward.
Westerberg's gone
back.
back. Fiddler's in the middle now. Matheson's gone to full forward.
So the Matheson will be changing with Fiddler on ball.
Okay, yep. Rosenbrock's getting ready to come back on. Had a bit of a tough day with an ankle. Probably kick-started things off a bit for Grange in the second. McGuinness is over it. He's wrapped up. Walbers. I reckon he'd be close to best on ground today.
He'd be very close.
McGregor's kick up to half forward and held out was Farry.
Yeah, Daniel Farry, former captain of the club.
Where's Matheson? That's where the kick goes, and he's behind. He does reasonably well to protect the drop zone, but couldn't take the mark. The ball went out over the line. I reckon, looking at Aspley, probably Walber's best on ground, and then in their best, in no particular orders, probably Connor Stackelberg, Tom Templeton, Matthew Payne's been quite good.
Yeah, Payne's been
He probably set the standard by foot. I've quite liked number 22, Leighton Brown, off half-back.
Oh, Pepin's done a couple of good things. Kicked a couple of good goals too, Pepin.
And Thomas Watson's first quarter was really good. He kicked 2 goals early. Side forward 50 at Grange. And then you probably know them better than me, Docker, but when I look at Grange, it's probably their mids more so. The likes of Rosenbrock and Fiddler, and Dirksen had some moments.
Yep.
Westerberg's tried hard, as has
Cora's played
Cora.
well.
Yep.
Fiddler's played well.
It's just not been a full quarter game from anyone for
No,
Grange.
Matho's played well.
Sorry, yes.
Blair Humphrey's done some really good things in his first senior
Yep,
game.
bits alike. I think the matchup, I reckon actually, Joel Budrick, since quarter time, Connor Stackelberg kicked 2 in the first quarter. It's probably been even since then.
You know what? And the delivery Stacky was getting was lace out. It doesn't matter how good a defender you are. If the kick's that good, you're not going to stop it.
Yeah.
So Joel's actually done a pretty good job.
He's a very smart forward, Connor Stackelberg.
Yep.
If you give him any sort of separation.
But he gets the space right, and you see that the very first one play of the day, basically Templeton strolled out of the middle of the ground, and he just put that on, just laced it out.
You know, a 45-metre kick as Cora grabs it out of the ruck, beats a couple of tacklers, snaps on goal. That's a pretty good goal.
He's been brilliant today, Cora.
Gets his first, Tex. Deserves it. I reckon that's the second or third time he's grabbed the ball out of the ruck in the forward line.
Footballer. You know, Walbers has obviously got him, around in the size and the strength factor, but it's Corowa's second efforts today that have been very notable.
And probably it started it in the second, a bit full Grange. Oh, wow, West Coast have won by 5 points. They must have kicked 3 or 4 goals late. They kicked 7 goals to 4 in the final quarter. Let's have a look at some of these QAFL games before we...
So Grange got a lot of players out today too, like Billy Richardson's not playing today, Lachlan Rook, captain Kalen Baker. You know, there's still a lot of good players to come back into this side.
Yep.
Which is only going to make them stronger again. So,
well, one more game to go next week, and then we're in the finals. I tell you, Palm Beach are 13 points in front of Labrador at the moment. Gordon, 1 bounce, runs a long way. He's done really well here. 2 bounces, hand passes to McGuinness. Not a great bit of play, sorry, McFadgen. Walbers, the ruckman, had to put his head over the ball to make sure his kick went to Lee. He's going to go into the middle of the ground. Bites off more than he can chew. Bowls. They had a quiet one. Take it without it. Matheson gathers, spins and fends and spins. Out in front of Cora.
Dirksen out there on the far side. Comes back inside now to Fazaldine. Little chip up.
Oh,
Cut
not a
off
great
really
kick.
well there.
Had a 2-on-1, I thought, Fazaldine. Probably could have gone the longer option. But I must admit, it's easy to say from the commentary box here.
He just needed to get a bit more into that kick, and it would have been onto the advantage side of the forward.
Aspley take it down to the other end of the ground, and not Stackelberg. Walbers? Maybe Watson, actually. I think probably, I'd like to know the inside 50 count since quarter time. Well, I reckon Wilston Grange would be close to in front because as good as they've been by foot around the ground, the Hornets, all game, since quarter time, I feel like they haven't had it in their forward 50 a lot.
Yeah.
No, when they go forward, they score, but their efficiency's good, but they don't go in there a lot, or they haven't gone in there a lot.
Well, it's basically been goal for goal, nearly.
Yeah.
Almost.
Watson. He's got it. It's his third. First since the opening quarter. Margin at 45. Well, back to 45. I think you're right. It's been goal for goal basically this quarter. Maroochydore still by 11 points. They have gone. They must be in the time on. 10 points now. Time on in the last quarter. Morningside are going to win comfortably, as our Redland Victoria point. Sherwood are 9 points in front. Still a long time to go, I think, in that game. It's showing me about 10 minutes, at least since it started. Labrador's just gold, so margin's back to 7 points. Need a live ladder almost on Play HQ. We're going to have a shootout for 6th, and there'll be a bit of jumbling around for spots in the top 4 next week. Cora, Wolbers, both got to handle it. And they're both involved in the tackle. Looks a bit dusty in the middle of the ground there. Wolbers the clearance. Oh, and Stackelberg dropped the mark, and he stayed down. A good tackle, forward pressure. And was that an errant hand pass back to an Aspley player?
I think it was an errant hand pass, and it's just cost.
It's only a point.
Yeah.
Stackelberg's up. Connor Stackelberg, he was the one who went down.
Didn't see anything in. I think he just.
Yeah, I think he just landed awkwardly.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, he seems to be good.
There's Matheson out in the far flank.
How important is Matheson going to become finals time?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like Will Martin, still to come back in as well. So like, get those two going in the same midfield. It's going to cause some headaches, that's for sure.
Fazaldine wheels around on his right foot, got forwards. Deep Humphreys! That's a really nice mark. Took it and then almost had to jump over the top. The youngster's shown a bit of promise today. Now, he's a bit ginger too. Has he been in the Rezzies or the Colts
No,
this
he's
year?
been playing him in the Colts.
In the Colts?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll hold his spot for next week?
Oh, look, I think he's shown enough, that's for sure.
Is there a key forward that's... Because I'm assuming he's a key forward.
Yeah,
Richardson?
Billy Richardson
Okay.
can come back in, but you know what? There's no reason why they both can't be down there playing.
Humphreys has got one. He wouldn't mind another. And the goal umpire is assessing and taking his time.
Oh, he's just snuck it in.
Yep. I think that was the right call in the end. Good to have a bit of dramatic flair from the goal umpire.
He made it work for that one.
Yeah. And there's no score review in this, so the goal will definitely stand. 3 goals apiece in this final quarter. So 24 scoring shots to 14. Humphreys is actually coming from the field now. And that'll be McFadgen come back on. Tell you what, this commentary box is in a marvellous position here.
And he's in a good spot.
Yeah, it is.
They actually cleaned it for us too. Thanks to our president, Rod Fiddler.
There's a couple of good spots actually that I'm assuming that's where the
you're right on centre
club
wing
change rooms.
Yeah, you're right on centre wing here. It's a good spot to view the game from.
Wolbers is coming back. So lights are on. It's been cloudy all day. Lights are, I think, just about all on. Yeah, no rain though. Always love to see the red footy in action. Oh, that's just textbook from Aspley. Templeton. Over the top. Good spoil, Westerberg.
Yep.
Been asked to play all areas of the ground today. Forward pressure. Stump kick. Mark drop. Cody Stackelberg. Inside forward 50. Oh, Fenn got one. Got through 2. And then threw it on the ground, which actually wasn't the worst option. Good take. Hand pass 1-2. Really nice from
well done by
Grange. Wide to Rains. Good take on the half volley. McFadgen, inside forward 50. Fazaldine's going to be set a task. He sits under it. His opponent got hands to the ball. And then McDonald with the composing kick, and they've got an exit on the far side. Still working very hard, Aspley. That was really nice play.
Yeah, it was. It was just the just couldn't get the last mark inside forward 50, but 23 and a half minutes gone here in the last quarter. It's 8 goals, 654 to 14-10-94. It's a 40-point margin. So
As it's been since quarter time.
Yes, it has.
Oh, good work from McGregor. Charges down the kick. It's definitely been a bit of fatigue. This game's opened up just a bit in this final term. Might go to play HQ, see if we've got any updates. 1 point the difference down at Palm Beach, Labrador. What a cracking game that'll be. Palm Beach by a point, 104-103. Maroochydore by 10 points still, and Sherwood still lead by 3. We're going to have a free kick to Wilston Grange. It's going to be a shot on goal to Marley McGregor. He's had one shot in this final quarter, which was a behind, even though I marked it down as a goal. McGregor. 45 out. Relaxed kicking style is good. Nice goal. Hits the fence on the full. First goal of the day, Marley McGregor.
He's played all areas on the ground today too, Marley has.
It must be good as a coach to have, so many footballers in the side that are versatile. You've got midfielders that can play full forward, and then you've got your tours can go all ends of the ground.
You've got Coro, Marley and Westy that can play, forward, back and mid, so it certainly helps.
I know they don't have to break in case of emergency a lot, Aspley, but they've got options. Well, they don't necessarily need to at times. They're just so well drilled and structured. It's almost lose a soldier, replace a soldier sort of mentality. And we've seen some really good AFL sides in the past. Is that bounce going to be recorded? No. McGregor follows up. Crowd not too happy with it. Oh, good hand pass. Oh, released. Corowat, Matheson.
Sammy Pettigrew in his 50th. He's going to have a shot at goal.
I don't think it's going to come back. But Fazaldine is going to get a free kick for high. Well, called out I think even he's surprised he got the free kick. Sorry, it's Fiddler. Because I thought, if anything, he was going to give a free kick away for a hold. But there must have been an arm over his shoulder. So Fiddler's got 2. Margin 34 points. Drop punt or check side?
He's going to drop punt, I think. That's his pocket.
And he nurses it across the face of goal. Still 1 point the difference down at Palm Beach and Labrador. In the pocket. The Hornets are just playing for time now, both sides. Margin's 33 points. Wilston Grange wouldn't mind another goal or two to just add some respectability to the score. Surfers Paradise back to 4 points. Thought that game might have finished, but they've been the time on. And the mark inside forward 50. Nicely done, Fazaldine. I reckon he's looking around to snap it, play on, but the Hornets are attuned to it. He's going to set up for the snap anyway. And he plays on and goals. So consecutive goals for the home side. Well done to Jake Fazaldine. Started the game well. Not too bad across half forward. So 27 points. Just looking at the scores again. Oh, it's full time, so Maroochydore, I believe, have knocked off Surfers Paradise. by 4 points. That means 6 spots up for grabs. And I tell you what, I think Labrador have leveled the scores. 104 apiece as we go back to the middle. Daniel Henderson, good hands to Cohen Harker. Swings around on his right foot, sends it up to half forward. Lathos intercepts well. Couldn't gather cleanly. Now he's almost like a half back. Or a scrum half from rugby. Couldn't gather it cleanly. And how's the umpire going to see this? Holding the ball. And it's going the way of the Gorillas. Bowles. Runs around on his left foot. Send it long kick up the half forward. Although they got the spare there, Aspley. Might have thrown Stackelberg back. No, that I think it was Jordan Arnold. Co-captain. Happy to eat up the clock. Go wide. So 6 goals to nothing in the opening quarter. Perfect start for Aspley. And though Wilston Grange have threatened at times, have really not got the margin back to anything shorter than what it is now. Might have been 26 or 27, 28 points in the parts of the second and third quarter as they look to switch the ball. O'Dwyer, Henderson, and then Myers, who kicked a really good goal in the pocket. Oh, that kick's not good, over the top. But he stayed down Myers and got it in the end. Cody Stackelberg plays on. Doesn't want to in the end, and then off one step. Kick inside forward, 50 McGregor. Hill, take the ground, and jumped on and ball up. But they just could never get the margin under 4 goals in the second or third quarter. I reckon they probably won the inside 50 count. But, Walbers was taken away in the tackle, and it's a throw against the Hornets. Umpire in perfect position. Very clinical, very professional side of the Aspley Hornets. Won the last 2 premierships. So we're looking for the hat-trick under new coach Adrian Pilgrim. Kick out wide. Good mark. Strong mark. Oh, no. It's going to be a ball up. Umpire said touched. I think this win today... It won't wrap up top spot. They will need to beat Palm Beach back at their own home ground, Zups Aspley Oval. Morningside will need to travel all the way up to Maroochydore on the Sunshine Coast. Play a desperate Maroochydore. He'll be needing to win and hope things go their way. Harker feeds a nice hand pass to his teammate who kicks a running goal. That's a really nice finish. I think it's Leighton Brown trying to get his number. That's a really good bit of stoppage work. A great hand pass from Harker. Didn't play a heap of junior football, I know. He was a talented cricketer, but he's taken to QAFL as one of Aspley's dominant inside mids. Required to sometimes do a bit of a tagging job. Picked up the game beautifully. That goal puts it out to 33 points. You take a while to retrieve the ball. Well, Palm Beach have kicked the goal in a behind, margins to 7 points. We go on 31, we're going nearly 32 minutes. We have had 9 goals in this quarter. 5 to Grange, 4 to Aspley. Walbers taps it. McGregor did the roving. Good kick inside 50. Fiddler can't take it. Cora is going to bounce it into the post. Into the post, yep. Sorry, that was Pepin that kicked the goal as well. That was nearly a really nice goal to Tex Cora. Crawley. Vital down back for the Hornets. Arnold. One of the 2 co-captains of the team. Henderson. Good ball user normally. Aspley just happy to wipe time off the clock here. Crown stuck around. Arnold. Just moving the ball well by foot. Earlier today in the AFL, both the Giants and West Coast coming from behind with strong last quarters to record almost upset victories, really, and Geelong have made a fast start in Perth, currently leading 3-0 after 12 minutes. There's Pepin. No one on the mark, so he just runs around and sends it up the half forward. Oh, Templeton, I thought nearly. No, that would have been Batchelor. Nearly took a good one-handed mark. Falls on the ground, spills out. Grange still trying to get one more score. Matheson had it, plenty of it. Feeds a hand pass. I think that's Gordon. More risky kick in the middle of the ground. Pushed. Good mark in the end, though. Dirksen made a great tackle on the cusp of half-time. About to go 34 minutes in this final quarter. Not a great kick. Myers had to go for it. In the end, he did because he laid a good tackle. Pull up. Great goal from this commentary side pocket. In the final quarter, did Ethan Myers, the number 1. Crawley comes off. McDonald comes on. It's just Sam Pettigrew playing his 50th QAFL game for Wilston Grange. Mulber's another clearance. Watson. Sorry. Boundary line. And can confirm that Palm Beach have won by 7 points. They're going to jump into 4th spot. Wilston Grange are going to have to go up to Noosa next week and win. They want to go into 4th. It's all to play for in the last round. Saying earlier that Southport Sharks have qualified for the Bond University QAFL W Grand Final. Aspley will play off against Bond University next week. That Grand Final also being played at Brighton Homes Arena. McGregor on his non-preferred from 45. The Utilities shot on goal bounces through for just behind. He's kicked 1 goal 2 in this last quarter. Gone 35 minutes, 17 seconds. Very long last quarter. In fact, the last 2 quarters have been significantly longer than the opening 2 quarters today. Aspley just moving the ball around. Kick out here. Watson from behind. McGregor kind of taking a ground without it. Myers on his non-preferred. Pretty good. Oh, Stackelberg just runs onto it easily. Wheels and goes. Lonergan, is he going to have the chance to gather cleanly? He'll probably give a hand pass. It's going to bounce up for Pepin. Not really. Ducks under the tackle from point-blank range. Kicks the goal. So well done there, Will Pepin. I think that's his 2nd of the day. Margin's out at 37 points. Probably a fair reflection of the game where it deserves to kind of end. Aspley came out, kicked the first 6 goals of the game. Grange got 2 in the first 5 minutes of the second quarter, but just could never really, as I said earlier, get it under that 30, well, under 4 kicks, really. At times when they've been challenged, Aspley always been able to find that goal, just to give themselves that bit of extra breathing room. 19 scoring shots to 26. 5 goals apiece in this last quarter, which is why we tick into 37 minutes. Holmes just walks across the line. Cormer's happy to let him do so because he'll win the clearance and it'll be a free kick downfield. So we could have another shot on goal coming up. I reckon Rains will be the one to claim this. He was closest. Rains or Gordon? Rains. As the siren goes here at Hickey Park, Aspley, the Aspley Hornets, too good today. A dominant first quarter and controlled it ever since. Jack Rains from 50 metres, the left footer. His kick's pretty good. Just fades at the last moment, through for a behind. So in the end, Aspley winning by 6 goals. They maintain their hold on first position on the ladder. They'll need to win next week to secure it. For Wilston Grange, they will need to win and hope results go their way in the hopes of getting a home elimination final in the first week of the QAFL finals. Goal kickers today for Aspley, 3 each to Connor Stackelberg and Thomas Watson, who both kicked 2 in the first quarter. 2 goals to co-captain Brandon Batchelor and William Pepin. Singles to Will Wolbers, Leighton Brown, William O'Dwyer, Cody Stackelberg and Ethan Myers. It might be a mistake with that, sorry. 2 goals for Grange, sorry. 2 goals each to Hugh Fiddler and Blair Humphreys on debut. Very impressive game from the 17-year-old. Singles to Zach Westerberg, Jake Fazeldine, Zach Dirksen, Tex Corwa, Marley McGregor and Reece Matheson. In my opinion, the ruckman from Aspley, Will Wolbers, best on ground. Good help out from Matthew Payne, local Queensland footy legend, Connor Stackelberg. And then for Wilston, Grange, Hugh Fiddler, then Rosenbrock had a really good second term. Tex Corwa, and even though we had to play all around the ground at times, Zach Westerberg's game was pretty good too. Thanks for joining us, and thanks to our production partners in Double Take Sports. It's been a pleasure to bring you today's game from Hickey Park. My name's Riley Guest. Until next time, see you later.